and welcome everybody. Sunday evening gaming, and it looks like we started off with quite a splash over that earlier. We did have a quick win from Ulysse going against Forever Young. Chat over here is blowing up. Thank you so much, Elephant Guy, for the raid, and welcome everybody. I do hope, yeah, I hope so too. Pastor 23, yes, oh my god, 21 or 23, because that seems like so quick, man. Thank you so much also, by the way, give me a second.
619 has joined the round table.
Sim, thank you so much for the follow, sir. Much appreciated. I did also notice Montrans. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Natro, good evening, sir, and welcome. Mecalian, hello there, sir. How are you doing? I was also Jabuloso joining our chat. Good evening, sir, and welcome, Goober Dragon. You too, sir. How are you doing tonight? Nutria, also good evening, sir. And you stole a settler. I understand it was 2 settlers. What isn't it? Or did they go for the third one for the trio? Hello there, Nutria. Also good evening, sir, and welcome, big man. Good evening, sir, and welcome back to the stream. I did also notice bonsoir, monsieur Rafifi, and Sasu. Bienvenue, and Sasu, there we go. I did actually put a link to the donation. We're gonna have the Civ Give 2023 showing up with more info in the next 2 weeks, and now the donations are open. We're gonna try to get to that $50,000 mark in donations for the charity of the Gamers Outreach. What they do, they bring some awesome consoles to the game, to the to the sick children in hospitals, and I understand they're gonna try as much as possible to get those donations to the hospital around the streamers, which of course it will be amazing. We get to visit and we get to see the smiles on the child's faces. On the children's faces, I should say. Hi, Nick Dave. Also, good day, sir, and welcome. I did also notice we did have up. Will Heaven. Good evening, sir, and welcome. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce your name, but I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Like Wild Heaven, I hope. Also, thank you so much, by the way, for the subs. I did notice afterwards that they were like, oh my god, 6 months in a row. Thank you so much, sir. Also, let me actually get back to chat over here on YouTube. I did notice we do have Papas. Good evening, sir, and welcome. And of course, welcome everybody that's watching us from YouTube right now. I'm waiting, by the way, for them to take a look at the draft over here, and that's why I am looking at the screen on the right from time to time. Let me actually open up here so you can see. This is what I see right now. They're getting in, they're trying to get in, and start up the pick and ban phase. And let me actually put the name over there. By the way, for anybody that doesn't know, this is the man in the elevator, basically. That's what it means. It's kind of a pun with like a how to say, an old song from Romania. You missed this moment. Indonesia soothed Auckland. England didn't pay attention and Auckland took his settler. Oh, yes, oh my god, it was amazing earlier. Like yesterday with Auckland being MVP. That was insane, man. He lost that settler twice. Can you imagine losing a settler 2 times? You get it back and then you lose it again. Oh my god. Anyway, we do have the players in the lobby, and I do have to say we do have Fontaine with Joce over here, and Sandro with BaNiPouZ showing up for DShark while on whoa. This is not correct. I'm pretty sure Sandro Games is not playing on them. So whoa. So we got Apology. There we go. Fontaine, Apology, Joce, and BaNiPouZ are gonna play today for DShark, and then on the other side we're gonna have Mr. Toes with Sandro with Space, and no, not Fontaine. Who's the last one? Andrew is the last one. So Mr. Toes, Andrew, Sandro, and Space. There we go. The 4 members from Holiday on Highlands showing up tonight. Also, Jabuloso, I never have I rooted so much for a city state. Yeah, exactly, man. Elephant Guy. Also, Sandro is on HOH. Yeah, I was thinking that Sandro needs to be on HOH, or at least that's what I was reminding myself. I do also want to say, man, over here, Sandro, one of the OGs over here showing up. It's a big plus for Holiday on Highlands. We're going to need to see what he's going to do here, and we're going to need to see what kind of, first of all, map they're going to choose, pre-game bans, and so on and so forth. That will definitely decide the outcome of the game. We do have, as you can see over here, DShark ready, but we're waiting for HOH to get ready over here. Is this the correct link? Let me actually try this again. CivGG. And let's see. No, this should be the correct link. It's the only game that has been created, so they didn't start up the pick and ban phase. Do we have anything here in the? Oh, message. 1 sec. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Okay, so what do we have here? We do have in the lobby links. Oh, there we go. This is the lobby link over here for the Civ6 draft, and it's the same that I have. I'm pretty sure it's the same that I have. I'm just waiting. So 1825. This is 1825 lobby. So yeah, it's the same that I have. So we just need to wait for them to get going. And as you can see over here, yes, we're gonna still have 2 auto-ban civilizations in the form of Coupe. It didn't get in the players' preferences. It is what it is. And then we're gonna have Mali, the Big Musa, still getting a ban. They do have quite a few maps to choose from, and it looks like they're still choosing something. Oh, now I guess we do have HOH rating up. We use draft app. Okay. I think it's all good. So we're just waiting over here for everything to get going. Okay, so finally we do have the choices, but the map choices are not there yet. Or is this gonna be? Oh, I see. So we do have the 2 pre-game bans. Hopefully we're actually gonna enter with the correct template for CPL Premier. Of course, 2 pre-game bans. We're gonna need to see the pick of the map, and then we're gonna see the other 5 bans for each. Another 10 bans will need to be done here. We do need to wait for them to go and choose their civilizations, but at least it's timed, and it's not gonna be in the lobby just you know, without any kind of timer on it. Hungary looks like to be the first choice of the day here. Interesting that they actually thought it's a pre-game civilization, pre-game ban civilization with Ptolemaic. I'm thinking Egyptian Cleopatra maybe it would have made sense here, but yeah, Cleopatra Ptolemaic definitely has, oh my god, such potential. But we've seen like 1 out of maybe like 4 spawns it actually gets a really good land. Other side, it's kind of a roll of the dice there. We do have the other ban being picked up, and how? Wait, why are there 3 choices and then what? Didn't the HOH need to actually didn't HOH actually need to pick a 4th civilization here? What is going on? Oh no, we found the bug. We found the bug. Anyway, they're gonna go for Gandhi. Okay, they're gonna go for Gandhi. So we do have them with all 4 bans. Julius Caesar actually has been banned by DShark, and HOH is gonna ban Gandhi with Cleopatra Ptolemaic. It looks like also they're gonna take out Rich Highlands, and they do need to go through all of the others here. We're gonna need to see how this goes. And they do have, actually compared to other tournaments, we do have a lot more maps being introduced for the players to choose from. And as you can see here, they are going to start to tick them down quite quickly. Inland Sea. Okay, there we go. Inland Sea being taken out. Looking at the bans here, I would imagine they're going to go for something with more land. And I'm a bit surprised they did take out Rich Highlands. But I guess, of course, still normal Highlands works, so no problem there. And both Pangeas, I'm pretty sure 7 Seas is going to be preferred here. So, yeah, are they ready to go for the late game? Because I gotta say, they should be careful. Sandro Games over there is no laughing matter. And I do have to say also on HOH, Mr. Toes, man, oh man, he's gonna pull his toes in the water. He's gonna get the map, man. What map have been chosen? We don't know yet. We're still waiting for the map choices to go through. Also, let me actually switch my screen on the left side so I get to see everything and I'll be updated with all of the information over here. City states needs to get benefits from stealing settlers. Yeah, instant walls, man. You get a settler, the city state gets your settler, bam, instant walls. I can't stop watching Alice in Borderland. It's so good. Okay, I don't think I ever watched that, but anyway, it is what it is. Let's actually take a look here. We do have 2 maps remaining and 3 maps remaining actually: Highlands, Lakes, and 7 Seas. I would imagine they're gonna take out Lakes, and we're gonna have these 7 Seas and Highlands as choices. This is definitely gonna go as a later game, or maybe not. We never know when those some wild Cree scouts come out of the forest and snatch your settlers, right? That's gonna be a sad day. It's a Japanese show like Squid Games. Okay. I couldn't watch Squid Games either. Like I think like that I watched like 3 minutes and then I closed it and never thought about it. Anyway, unfortunately it does happen quite a lot. It is what it is. We do have the 7 Seas being taken down here, and 1 more map choice. It looks like DShark is gonna have the honor of picking the map. It is gonna be Lakes. So I gotta say, I'm more excited of seeing lakes than I am at seeing Highlands or Pangea. I gotta say that, or Seven Seas, because on the lakes map we're gonna have quite a bit of quite a few possibilities for them to take out their opponents with some horses, definitely put a lot of pressure on them, which will allow us to actually talk a lot about the aggression being done between them, about the seaming that's being done behind, the strategies they might actually need to get a win over there, and of course how they will try to use every little bit of advantage they can get from the land, from the civs, from the resources, from everything to get ahead of their opponents. And the lakes map does bring a very good balance between all of those elements that I said earlier, with more possibilities for the civilizations to war each other from an early start of the game. On the Highlands, we barely see any shots fired before 1040. We can say goodbye to John Curtin. Yeah, probably. Also, National, good evening, sir, and welcome. Dobry Vitz. Okay. Vitzor. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but anyway, I guess it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna need to go through the next ban phase, and yes, we do have 5 choices on each side. It looks like Scotland on the left, and yes, on the right side we do have Spain. Now let's actually see how this is gonna evolve here with 4 more bans to go. I gotta say, they will need to start picking, and DShark I think has the first pick here. They are on the left side, and I believe they actually will have the first pick. That means they might try to create themselves an advantage to pick that civilization, which I gotta say, usually, and that's the reason when I actually keep giving them 2 picks afterwards, it will be countered in some way, form or another. The teams are trying to keep as much as possible their strategy hidden from their opponents, especially in the pick and ban phase, but sometimes you can't really go around it. For example, when we saw Canada yesterday, bam, we knew. I mean, everybody knew that was a culture push, right? We would have expected him to go for that culture, for that Diplo push, because Canada bonus. I mean, you know, you don't pick Canada on Tilted Access for nothing, right? For its war bonuses, right? Yeah, feels right. Now we can say it's Polish for good evening. Oh, I see. Dobry Wieczór. Okay. Anyway, now we do have another one ban here. It looks like Sumeria is going to be taken down by DShark, while HOH is going to need to go for the second ban of this phase. After they did take out Spain, it looks like they did take out quite well a gold generator. On the lakes map, I gotta say, a lot of the times the civilizations with faster units like horses, for example, are gonna do quite a bit of aggression all over the map, and with the extra movement from those horses, you can actually close distances extremely quickly. Not really the same with just swordsman or something like that. So I would expect somebody to try to get Genghis Khan. I would expect also Lotaro to also be something as a choice for them, and we do need to see if they're gonna go for any kind of civilization that of course can try to go for a victory condition. I kind of doubt it. I don't know why I have the feeling that we're probably gonna see a lot of war during this game. Of course, civilizations like Catherine de Medici, the Black Queen, or the Persians, or I would say Shaka, might actually appear in the game also. Looks like Gorgo has been taken down by HOH. They're not going to want to struggle to get at the same timing at fascism with Gorgo and deal with its extra +5 anyway. On the other side, DShark is after taking down Sumeria, which actually has been showing up a lot more in the pick and ban phase. But I guess we do need a few more games to see exactly how the power spike is on Sumeria here. Definitely a good simmer right now, which wasn't really its initial, you know, dream. We do have Maya here with a ban from DShark, while HOH is still thinking about the choices. Maya also has been showing up a little bit more, especially after they added that extra housing. But I gotta say, we barely had like 1, maybe 2 games with Maya to actually see her in action in multiple situations. Sometimes, yes, I mean, you know, it happens at 1 of 100 games that you're gonna have a lot of very good stuff around you, and you're gonna make use of it with Maya. Is it consistent though, or is it dependent on the map and the land? I would say a lot of the Mayan bonuses are dependent on the land, because of those plantations that you need to actually get the extra science bonus on the observatories. Also, Snakus M8, hello there, sir. Good evening, good evening. Theodora still here. Yes, Theodora, Basil, both are here actually. A bit surprising they didn't take them out a little bit sooner. Basil the second actually has been picked, and Theodora has been picked. Bam! Both Byzantium nations have been picked in this game, one on one side, the other one on the other side. Of course, Theodora, it's gets a little bit easier to actually get some simming done with Theodora than it is with Basil II. But oh my god, those tagmas on Basil II can do so much damage. We do have also Egyptian Cleopatra, which is a much more stabilized pick, I would say, on HOH. That are definitely gonna get a lot of gold with her, especially if it is between allies or next to an ally, so they can couple those trade routes between the cities. Now, DShark here is definitely gonna need also a gold generator. I'm certain that he's gonna need to get some gold per turn for Theodora. Theodora is not really well known, neither is Basil for generating a lot of gold, so you gotta take that into account always. Byzantium versus Byzantium, indeed. Colombia and Mapuche still here, and I gotta say, I mean, just pick Gaul and Rome, and there we go. We got all of the nations here. Catherine de Medici also, let's go. I gotta say also on Colombia, they did nerf the movement, right? On Colombia, they moved it to about after the first era or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Political philosophy? Is it political philosophy? Because that's about like turn 28 to 34 or something like that. It's yeah, it is slower, definitely slower. Hello there, Toxic Brain, and good evening, sir. Now we do need to see Cree also being banned here by HOH. That was the last ban being done by them. While DShark is gonna go for Rome, it looks like they finished this pick phase. So we do have on one side Theodora with Rome, on the other side we do have Egypt with Basil II. I gotta say, I do trust Egypt a little bit more to get the gold. I'm not that convinced it's gonna get the same simming as Rome here. Definitely a very good civilization. Trajan here, oh, so many times we've seen him shine. We still have Tomaris on the board. We still have Shaka. We still have Sejong. That are definitely strong possibilities on these maps. And we're going to need to see what are they gonna choose from them. It looks like they're taking their good old time to ban the last civilizations. With Mapuche being taken down, that makes sense. We do have them needing to pick another ban here on DShark, and yeah, another 2 bans to go, and bam, we're gonna know the civilizations of the game. Julius was banned. Yes, they actually banned Julius Caesar. Can you imagine banning Julius Caesar? What? You know, we could have had the Roman Empire showdown with both Byzantiums and Romans. Exactly. That I was thinking the exact same thing, Diaboloso. Yeah. Oh my god, that would have been amazing. Let me actually get also to set my phone over here so we're not interrupted. There we go. And I do think I need to do this. Okay. Uzetian. So much of Uzetian in the last week. Have you seen? After that Team 2 fight over there with Uzetian, now everybody's picking it. Oh my god. We're going to need to see if this trend is going to keep on going. We've seen it last time on Leech, how he played it, and he did very well with it. He did manage to do so much damage in his opponent's empire, taking out in its industrials every few turns over there. It was very, very, very good. On the other side, looks like HOH is going to need to finish their last ban here with 10 more seconds to go. They do have this choice to go for, and then it's out of their hands. Whatever happens next, happens next. We're going to need to see if they're going to manage to do what they need to be doing here. What do the district icons mean up there? This you can sort by district icons, as in by civilizations that are prone to science, prone to culture, prone to gold, prone to being camels like war, gold again with navy, I guess, holy site civilizations, or industrial civilizations like the Gaul, like Germany, and so on and so forth. And that's what it happens. Yeah. The elite spies are just destroying someone's game. Yeah, Cooper Dragon. I mean, yeah, sure. I guess you can say destroying someone's game. I guess, or making somebody else's game. You know, like it is. I guess both are true. Let's actually take a quick peek over here. Give me a second, because I did notice something that I should have done and I did not do, and I should have done and I did not do. The map choice. There we go. Now I remembered. Co-caster. There we go. We do have the map choices, lakes, and we're definitely going to see quite a bit of action here. McQueen's also good evening, sir. Now let's switch back my screens here and take a look at this. Okay, we do have Montezuma being taken down by DShark, and yes, Mongolia Genghis Khan did pick up a ban here by HOH. It looks like we do have also Ramses being picked up by DShark with China. This is Kublai China, right? And then Kublai China, Kublai Mongolia or China? I'm not sure. Is it the green Kublai that's Mongolia, or is it the red one that's Mongolia? I think it's the red one, isn't it? Anyway, I guess it is what it is. Now on the other side, we do have Tokugawa appearing here. Wait a second, didn't you guys actually ask for Tokugawa at some point in one of our games? We're actually gonna see him live being picked up by HOH. Is this gonna be Sandro? Because it kind of feels like Sandro. Like it kind of, yeah, this is Sandro. Look at this. It kind of like, yeah, you know, like it mixes very well with this attitude over there, Tokugawa. Ooh, he gonna be the biggest. Let's actually see on the space here. We do have him going for Basil the second, and yes, the players are gonna need to actually get some how to say some slots being swapped over here, because I do see they're not all in the correct slots, but it's fine. Okay, Sandro with space will get going. Kublai Khan Mongolia, there we go, we got our answer. Victoria Age of Empire, Tokugawa on apology. Wait a second, yeah, he's going to need to switch it. And then let me actually click this off, by the way, with all of the chats and so on and so forth. So there we go, one, and I'm gonna need to do the predictions. Let's actually get the predictions. Start prediction. How many remaps are we gonna have? It's gonna be a choice between 0, 1 and 2, and a submission period of 10 minutes. Now it is live over here on Twitch. You can use your channel points to win more channel points by correctly predicting the outcome of this remap session. At 10-8 we're gonna 10-10 we're gonna have the game being paused, and we're gonna see them have a remap vote if they do want to spend their token or not. It's 1 token per team, so there are possible 2 remaps over there being done. But I gotta say, if at the same time in the same vote both teams will choose to use the remap vote, it will count as 1 remap, not 2. Okay, I checked and it seems that Cyrus the second asked the hand of Tomiris, but she didn't agree, and after that Cyrus has been killed in the war, even if Tomiris tried to solve it practically. Wait, what do you mean try to solve it practically when she refused? Hello? I've been as much that I'm starting to say it is what it is so often. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my god, wait, do I say that so often? I don't think I say that so often. Don't even use English in my days. I see. Well, bom dia, senor. Yeah, specifically means peacefully. Oh, wait. Okay. I mean, sure. I think we're missing a little bit of context over there with how much time did you know, everything take. I would imagine back in the day time was very important, just like right now. But anyway, we do get to talk about the civilizations here. Homme Fontaine with Ramses the second, he's gonna get the first slot, with Andrew picking up Cleopatra Egyptian on the second one. They're probably gonna try to contest each other when it comes to those merchant points. We do have space also going for Basil the second, apology with Trajan. Looks like Sandro Games on Tokugawa, BaNiPouZ on Theodora, Joce on Kublai Khan Mongolia, Mr. Toast on Victoria Age of Empire. So the gold generators are over here by the looks of it, in the bottom as well as in the top. We do have in the middle the civilizations that we're probably gonna need one of those generals, I'm pretty sure. Also, do not forget about YouTube over here, by the way. How are you guys doing? Hello there, Toasted Toad, and good evening, sir. And yeah, I hope we're gonna have a great game to watch here. Let's ask the big question: how many remaps are we gonna have? And of course, it's gonna be an answer between 0, 1, and 2 possible remaps. Start a poll, and we're gonna stop the poll when, of course, we do know the answer. I do have to say that prediction on Twitch is actually timed. You have only 10 minutes to put the points in, and I suggest you actually hurry. Since this is the map lakes, I'm pretty sure we will see a few remaps. How many remaps? What are we gonna see? We never know. See how it is? Immediately you start thinking about the choices here. Are they gonna do remaps? Are they not gonna do remaps? But it might not happen, but it might happen. But I mean, is it gonna be all up to the civilization placement between all of the map over here, or is it and between the city states, or is it gonna be down to just traders or no traders? There are so many reasons the players are trying to get a remap, get an advantage, or balance out a little bit the game at the beginning. We do have Sandro to take a look at first. It looks like he's going to spawn on the northwestern side of the first map. He's going to have an amber tile to improve in the lake over here, and I gotta say he could actually try to go for the coast. He will get a 2-2 base if he's going to settle in place, and going to get the fresh water from the lake also. Has a decent amount of coast over here for some possible harbors, and I'm pretty sure he's going to want to get as many of those internal trade routes as possible. Yes, we do have to the north a few city states, and I do see to the southwest as well. He does have two neighbors, one to the east side in the form of Byzantium. Byzantium is gonna be the opponent of Sandro. This is Byzantium Theodora. This is Byzantium Theodora. So yes, it is gonna be the opponent of Japan over here, and we're gonna need to see who's gonna arrive first of Yuling Yuan. We do have a wonder between them, which is gonna be littered with all of these bananas over here. I gotta say, this is the Banana King. Wuling Yuan over here getting the Banana King story. Knospan Goblin, hello there, sir, and welcome. That's what I hear from my Brazilian maid often, but it is what it is. Every time I see these little seeds, I want to fill them with polders. Yes, exactly. That's, I mean, the Wilhelmina effect, you know. You get the polders, you never turn back. The Holy Mercury. Yes, this religious idols over here on Japan is going to be amazing. 2, 4, 6, 8 of these Mercury mines. Oh, 10 Mercury mines on the west side as well. I'm pretty sure he's going to be quite happy. And he's going to have to consider it. He's going to have to consider it. We do have a Constantinople with an extra culture point to the southwest, and I do see he's getting his scouts in 3. I do notice we do have him also to the northwest with a pretty good settle over here on another amber tile, while I'm pretty sure he's going to be quite happy to get settle on the stone tile and grab all of the tiles that he can of Wuling Yuan. We do need to see him actually discovering the wonder, because at the moment he shouldn't have vision over it. Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't have vision over it. It's still turn 1 and they still have a lot of stuff to do. Taking a look at the south here, we do have Rome. Apology to the south of Rome, and I gotta say, Sandro Games over here, man, he's getting bullied by 2 possible opponents, while he's gonna have somebody on the west side. That's another opponent over here. Oh, this is, I mean, I gotta say, out of both Japan's or other civilizations, I think Tokugawa is perfect for this position. He's gonna be all alone against 3, no problem. He's gonna eat all of 3 of them. We do have Rome in the south with scouting 4 turns, and I do see he's gonna grow quite quickly over here with the extra food from the honey tiles. He's probably gonna work that 1 turn and then switch back to the 2-2s so he can get his production going. He does have quite a few cities to settle, and of course this is Rome over here. I'm pretty sure he's not worried about fresh water that much with the available baths that he's gonna have, and also his I would say instant monuments. He's definitely gonna get what he needs. Now we do have him with also a decent amount of territory to settle on. To the north, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get closer to Japan relatively fast over here. He does have good land to the north, even though there are a few mountains to the south for some campuses. I wouldn't say the amount of resources is amazing here to the southwest. We do need to take a look also on who this England Mr. Toes, which is going to benefit from 1 continent, a possible continent split on the west side here on the greenish continent, but that's a bit too far away for comfortably settling there. Now Mr. Toes is going to get his scout out in 3 turns, and I do see he's going to have also a refish to the right side to improve from the beginning. I do see also a banana there, and I think he moved somewhere because he doesn't have a 2-2 around him. How is this possible? I think he moved from somewhere to actually get this settle here. It's unfortunate because they're gonna need to put quite a bit of gold on him to buy out the tiles. They probably already decided to buy out that banana tile, and then buy him the 1-3 if he doesn't grow there anyway. We do have him also with quite a few settlers to the east, to the west. Mitla could be a city state that he could kill. Unfortunately, no No galleys. No galley possible attack against Mitla. So he can't use his free galleys coming out from his Royal Navy dockyards to take out Mitla. To the southeast or in the middle of the territory, actually, we do have space direct south of England. And space is going to be his ally. He doesn't have that much of an issue with him. But he is going to have an issue with Constantinople. That's the other Byzantium nation ruled by Theodora on the west side. We do have him relatively close. And yes, he does have quite a bit of gold that he's going to get out from these tiles over here, the diamond tiles to the northeast to the west side. We do have him also with I would say somebody to the southeast here. Who is this? Mongolia. Oh, I see. So Byzantium is going to be between two opponents also. Who is he going to pick? This is Mongolia, China. This is Mongolia, sorry, Kublai. And we do need to see if he's going to make use of those Kesheks or not. We do have Adrianople being settled right in place to base. And I think he actually moved one tile to the southwest, but sure. And yes, he's going to pop a hut over there. We're going to come back to see what is he going to get. A builder would be nice. We do have Sanadu or Shanadu coming up with a 2-3 deer tile, and I do see he's going to have an array of forces to the northeast and northwest, and this is a pretty powerful god of craftsman here for Mongolia, for Joce. He has also quite a bit of mountains to the south that he could settle to get his bonuses towards adjacency of campuses, and I do see to the southwest he's going to have a lot of marsh here, not really ideal terrain to go and make a city, but of course if you do manage to get the Temenanki, this would look right. We do have Mount Everest also as a wonder, pretty far away, but maybe at some point if he's low on era score, he could settle it to get some boost there. Now I do see also a pretty good settle to the northeast in the direction of Ramses, and Ramses over here is going to be his ally. I would imagine they're going to want to set up coastal trade routes in between them on the same coast as Volen. If he does manage to get a city here, I'm pretty sure Rakete can get a city here or here, and they could just happily trade until the end of the game. Now we do need to take a look at Ramses here with a bit of flood plains. I gotta say in his territory here he's gonna have some rivers to the east side also with some flood plains, and getting a scout out in one turn. We do also have quite a few mountains to the southwest, and by the looks of it, yes, he's gonna have so much territory to expand into without no stress. I gotta say, no stress. Egypt is gonna be to the east side. We do have Cleopatra here. Oh, this is the wrong Egypt. This is the wrong Egypt, guys. This is the wrong Egypt. This Egypt is not the good Egypt. This is Andrew. This is not the good Egypt. Oh, they're not gonna get those trade routes. It's actually so unfortunate that well, I guess so unfortunate, also challenging that they're gonna be like this. Also, Shan Lombardo, hello there, sir. And yeah, streaming every day. Well, not really every day, but as much as I can, indeed. Also, Quill Whip, good evening. That's not Ramses. That's true. And the monkey was always saying that's Cleo. Yes, chat is screaming at me. That's Cleo, that's Cleo, that is true, that is true. Andrew over here is actually gonna have to deal with Mongolia to the south, or try to go against Ramses to the east side. Home Fontaine here is not gonna have as much floodable terrain as his next door neighbor Cleopatra here, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy benefiting from what he has. And they do have to the northwest, in between the Mount Roraima, and I do see he's also going to have some lakes to the west side to expand into. Not amazing settle, but not very bad settles either, especially with those bananas to the southwest to get the food going. He does have a city-state to kill in the form of Yerevan to the east side, and we do need to see how he's going to try to open this up. It looks like the moment he's going for pottery, and he's probably going to want to open up with commercials here. We do have him getting us settled out in 5 turns, and since we're turn 6, it looks like we went a little bit too fast over the bonuses here, or they were a bit too slow to go to turn 2. They thought out every little bit of option. It wouldn't be the first time that we actually see teams taking every little second that they can at the beginning of the stream, at the beginning of the game, so they think about their choices. That first. What? I don't know what they're talking about. Waiting for Andrew. Okay. I guess Andrew is having a bit of a problem to play or something. Anyway, I hope it's gonna be solved. Okay, so let's see the first moves here. Sandro getting his 2 scouts out, moving to the north. I would actually be really interested if he's going. There we go, astrology in 6 turns. I'm curious if he's gonna go celestial navigation or not. First time you have this problem. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we do have settlers also from the south from Apology. He did start to scout to the northeast, and it looks like he did pop a builder here in the city of Rome. Very nice, very nice. Getting that extra builder is gonna help him out to improve quite a few tiles here, but he does need the technologies, and that's one of the problems at the beginning of the game. He's gonna get animal husbandry in 3 turns, and he's gonna first of all reveal horses that he doesn't actually have near his cities. He only has this one to the northeast, which is gonna be quite expensive. He's probably gonna need to get a settler next to it. I'm not sure what Andrew's PC problem is. Constantinople did already put down the holy site. He did meet Wulingyuan to the west side, and he did manage to get that extra boost in it. We do see him also popping the huts to the north and getting the settler in 4 turns. It looks like it is delayed quite a bit, especially if you compare it to the settler of Tokyo here. With only 1 turn to get out, I'm pretty sure he might have the opportunity to get to Wulingyuan before the settler of Constantinople even gets close to it. Like 4 turns to actually get the settler out from Constantinople, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turns to settle. That's gonna be a problem. 7 turns to settle plus this plus these 4 turns from the settler. That's a bit too much. If Tokyo just wants to rush this, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he can settle, or 6 and 7 and he can settle. Yeah, there we go. And he is moving to the south. Sandro is definitely moving to the south. Now we do need to take a look also, since this is turn 9, if they did manage to meet each other. I do see we do have Byzantium scout almost next to one of the Mongolian warriors. I guess we're gonna need to see what this Mongolian warrior is gonna do next turn. He's moving east by the looks of it, and not gonna pop into the vision of that space scout. Do we have anything here? No, nothing revealed here. Something from BaNiPouZ. He went to the south. There is nobody to the south. He does have somebody to the west side, but he doesn't know it yet. It's gonna be a race for Wulingyuan over there for those culture points. Looks like also Apology is going to the north with his first settle. He's gonna want to put it over there on the lake tiles to get the benefits of fresh water. And I gotta say, he's also gonna creep very close to Japan. He doesn't know it yet, but he is photo settling Japan. He might actually know when he gets his settler much closer to that tile, to that lake, and possibly reveals the warrior, depending on where it is. Okay, so settler still moves to the south, and I do want to see if he's gonna keep on going. Yeah, there we go. He wants to go for the maze tile. He wants to go for the maze tile, and he's gonna get everything, I gotta say. I'm a bit worried that Constantinople did choose to delay that settler. Was it for a second scout? I think it was for a second scout or something. Anyway, we do have the remap started, the remap vote started, and I do want to ask you, what do you guys feel? Are they gonna remap this or not? To be honest, in my opinion, it doesn't really look like a remap. But sure, I mean, they might not like that they don't have that many coastal connections between themselves. I do believe HOH is going to be fine with Tokugawa over here just all alone in a corner. And then they do have Basil between 2 opponents. Andrew is a relatively free sim. Mr. Toes is a relatively free sim. So, oh, wait a second. Andrew can trade with Mr. Toes. He can actually trade with Mr. Toes. Just get a city to the northwest and bam, he's going to get this going. So there we go. No remap. No remap. We got it. Huh. Lakes map and no Netherlands. Yeah. Do they want to? Okay. Now let's finish the remap choice over here. Choose outcome. 0 remaps, and the same I'm gonna do on YouTube. But let me actually check what was the spread over here. 70%. Oh my god, you guys, man, you said 70% said it's gonna go to 2 remaps. What do we have YouTube over here? I think YouTube might be closer to the truth. Let me actually take a look what YouTube did. YouTube is on 1 remap. Oh my god. Okay, I guess both of you were desynced. It is what it is. No, okay, it is what it is. So we're gonna end the poll here, and we're gonna start talking about the strategic resources on the map, see their early moves, and see how they're gonna try to benefit from all of this land that they do have to expand into. We do have also to put up really quickly the team labels on the screen so you guys know what to vote into, and of course who is going to be a member of which team. Okay, this is one. This is HOH on the left side, playing today with Mr. Toast, with Sandro Games, with Space and Andrew. While on the right side, we're going to have DShark, which I think it's actually Saint DShark, the Saint DShark. Playing today with Joce, with BaNiPouZ, with Apology, and Homme Fontaine. We do have to open up. There we go. And now we do have the team labels. Let's go and take a look what's going on here through the map. Japan is getting his second settler out. He did actually put Okayama right next to the turtle tile, which gives an opportunity to BaNiPouZ to actually snatch Yuling Yuan from Sandro Games. This is unfortunate for Sandro Games. He wanted to put it as quickly as possible. He did discover Puteoli, so maybe that actually entered into his choices there, into his mind, that he might actually need to war here. We do have another settler in 3 turns, but that's going to be way too late. The settler of BaNiPouZ is starting to move, and it looks like he's actually not going to go as far as on Yuling Yuan. Why? I mean... Okay, why not? You see this stone tile? You see Yuling Yuan is not gonna get past, so you know, just settle over there. It's gonna be fine. Get everything, man. Get the 2 banana. Anyway, I do see Tokyo also benefiting from horses to the northwest. He's gonna get his strategic resource from that. Also, an iron tile in the 3rd ring of his city center. A bit unfortunate that he's actually gonna have to buy out that tile. I'm pretty sure he could settle a city over to the northwest, and I do see the players do want to relobby really quickly, so they can... Oh my god, man. Oh, I was pressing... Anyway, I was pressing filters, and whenever I was pressing filters and somebody was disconnecting, my computer was just freezing. Kick. King Stephen of Strategies, also hello there, sir. Saipong, good, congratulations and good evening, sir. I did also note a school whip. Oh my god, it's Sandro. Yes, indeed it is. Also, Seb, Lakes map, and no Netherlands. That is so true, man. We don't have Wilhelmina on the map here. It is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Hey, we got another $10 for the Civ gift. Woohoo! Congratulations, and thank you so much, guys. We got somebody that only said like, yo, very nice, very nice. Okay, very nice. Okay, we're getting that going. That's a big goal for us, by the way, this year. Let's see if we do manage to get it going. I can't wait for the event. 3-day event. I don't know exactly how many details I can share yet, but it's definitely gonna be quite something over there. Now we do have the lobby being put back up, and yes, we do see the players joining. We're gonna need to be careful about the 0 MS, and I guess we're gonna need to wait a little bit for them to get back here. Wow. Also, I don't know why OBS wants to move on the right side where it shouldn't move on the right, on the main screen. It is what it is, man. Sometimes these programs have a mind of their own. Okay, we just need Andrew to join. Wow, he's so late, man. He's so late over here. Well, there we go. Andrew's joining back. Maybe he needed to restart his computer or something, or restart the game, or I don't know, sub on sub, or whatever he needs to be doing here. But yeah, he's joining back, and we're going to see what he's gonna do. I did also notice he actually gave us a big ChatGPT-ish something storyline in general chat in CPL. I don't know what that was about. Sandro got scared when he saw Rome. Yeah, I think he, I think he let out a little bit over there. King Stephen of Strategies, man. Yes, I think when he saw Rome, he was like, oh no, maybe there's a sneaky scout coming through the forest to get my thing over here. Why is he asking for another host since nobody else has a problem? I don't know. Anyway, I do see a pretty good ping to everybody, and I do know that Apology actually has a good host. So, I don't know. I mean, that's Andrew with the big ping kind of seems like that's a him problem. 176, but 176 is not that big. I mean, it's bigger than usual that I have again towards America, but it's not that bigger. Anyway, we're going back and we're going to need to see they did choose to stay on this map, and we're going to have to talk about their early choices. We did have to talk about also the strategics throughout the game, the city states that are being available for them to use, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them are going to try to get those suits and get the points in not only the score but also the points for the city states bonuses, and later on that Diplo favor that we get to acquire a little bit faster. And that is quite important for the players, especially to get to a Diplo victory. Even if they don't actually target the Diplo victory, it's still good to put that pressure on your opponents. Looking at Rome over here, I do see him improving his styles. He did get his first horse improved, and I do see Sandro Games is not revealing his warrior yet. We might see him get into the borders of Puteoli this turn and see what he has to do here. He in the city of Puteoli, by the way, I gotta say, he will have these 2 tiles to work, and I'm hoping he's actually gonna grow into these other 2 twos when he's gonna get to the 3rd population. In the city of DShark, we do have a settler in Fontaine, another one coming out in Fontaine, a pretty good settle to the northwest of him with a lot of 2 twos, the rivers for the fresh water, and the possible government plaza setup over here in between the 3 cities that he's getting. To the east side, he's gonna have a wild desert hill here, but no flat tile. A bit unfortunate. No pyramids can be actually built here. I do see also he's gonna have iron in the 3rd ring of Rome towards the east side, while there are a lot of coal tiles to the west side. He's gonna be very happy later on in the game. We do need to see if they're gonna also manage to get the faith. I do see Joce, BaNiPouZ, Apology, and Fontaine all actually have some faith in the bank, while there's barely any faith on HOH. Andrew is on 4 right now, and well, I guess we're gonna need to see who's gonna get that one. Andrew, of course, rushing, clicking on the Temenaki and saying, "Oh, see you boys, I'm gonna get this wonder and go bye-bye." Thieves is not gonna go for it, and I don't think anybody's actually gonna contest it here. Now we do have to take a look at Constantinople, moving his settler towards the northwest. Looks like he still wants to go on the river and not on Wulingyuan. He might actually consider to get another city over here on that wonder, so he can benefit, so he doesn't need to spend the gold on all of the tiles of Wulingyuan. Well, now he should know soon, pretty soon, that Sandro Games is to the northwest, and that's one of the reasons right now they are operating on a lack of information. They don't know exactly where Sandro is. They don't know about his ability to get to Wulingyuan and contest the settles that Byzantium has there. But neither does Japan know about Byzantium. So I guess, you know, all in all, it does balance out. We do have settled in Fortens from Constantinople, and I do see he did put down his holy side here with 1 culture and 1 faith per turn. He's gonna get to improve some of these honey tiles pretty soon, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna need some horses. I don't see horses though. Where are his horses? No horses anywhere. Oh, there we go. No, that's a honey tile. What are his horses, and why does he have them? Did he settle on horses or something, or did he put his holy side maybe on horses? That's makes more. Oh no, they're here. There we go. I didn't see the icons, but they're here. You can see the horses are just running around over there in different colors. Like, okay, there we go. It's 3rd ring out. It's very expensive from Constantinople. The same can be said about these iron tiles. This is going to get that 2nd city a bit closer. And of course, with the extra culture from the amber tile, he's going to be much faster on the civics. We do need to see what kind of religion is he going to pick. And yes, this is BaNiPouZ over here. This is Theodora we're talking about, with the extra culture on his holy sites also. We do need to take a look next on the other Byzantium. It looks like space is going to get possibly pillaged by one of the BaNiPouZ scouts to the southwest of his cities. While he's sending his settler all alone here, he does have a scout that can actually shadow this settler in front of him. We do have the settler about to settle anyway in 2 turns, so I think he should be fine. Adrianople going to get another settler in 4 turns, and I do note notice Mongolia is coming from the east side with a warrior of his own. I'm pretty sure Mongolia is the opponent of Byzantium, and he's going to be quite happy to try to train his units against Byzantium. I'm quite curious if Byzantium over here, or in special Basil II, is going to try to go for crusade and do some shenanigans against Mongolia, even though like between these two, I do believe Joce will have a good opportunity to attack Byzantium from an early stage of the game. I'm not sure what Andrew is complaining about. Are there any barbarians? Hello, there's a brutal army. No, we do not have barbarians in any kind of team format, because they do tend to skew the game results. They do tend to put a bit too much pressure on one team versus the other team, and that actually makes it a little bit unbalanced. Well, a little bit kick. Anyway, I'm trying to minimize the impact. I'm not sure I'm doing a good job on that one. Adrianople is also going to have horses, but in the fourth ring to the east side, that's a bit too far away to improve unless he actually gets a city closer. He's gonna have horses also on the west side in the fourth ring, which he can choose to improve next to from the other city. I do notice he's gonna have these mountains that will give him the bonus points towards his holy site adjacency and campuses, and unfortunately he's gonna need to actually get irrigation so he can cover that oil tile with the marsh. Now we do need to take a look at the north here with the second city from London. Birmingham has been settled to the west side, quite far away actually, still not on another continent. It's a bit further away to get on the second continent. He does have 1-3 here to work in Birmingham, some sheep tiles for the extra production, while he's going to benefit from horses in London in the third ring to the west side. He does have another horse tile here where he is going actually with the next settler. Okay. Yes, we are rehosting. Okay. I still don't understand what the problem is. Oh well, it is what it is. What's the problem? What's the deal, yo? Yeah, plenty of griefing from players already. Yeah. Give me a second so I can get the link. Oh, wrong server. Give me a sec. Oh, there we go. Click, 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 click. There we go. Connecting to players. Oof. Oh, I see. Did I end that? Okay, okay. Very nice, very nice. Need to click off this. Oh, by the way, I did want to take a look on the CPL.gg website, by the way, for the score here, because we're getting in and we should be fine. There we go. Let's actually see really quickly 0ms, and then we're going to take a look at the score. I just need to ready up and go for this. Okay, there we go. We do have over here HOH actually on the 9th place, and they're in danger of relegating in the next, I would say, playoff stage. We do have also Saint DShark in a much more stable place, but they have a lot of games to catch up. They're only 3 and 5 with 8 games played. Others do have 11. Holiday on Highlands, for example, does have 10 games under their belt. We do have another 8 or 10 games on their side to play until the end of this tournament, and we're going to need to see how this is gonna go. We do need to see who's gonna try to get up there, who's gonna have that extra leg over here to get up there over the 5th slot, who's gonna take off Ulysses, who's gonna take off Gold by Library, and so on and so forth. Okay, looks like Apology saying that he was hosting every CVFR Squadron games, so if it lags again, it won't be the host. Okay, yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure it wasn't the host. It's just unfortunately Andrew. I have no idea what he's doing, but it's Andrew. Oh wow, he disconnected again. He readied up and disconnected. Oh my god, man. Trolling us. He's trolling everybody, man. There is an undefeated team in the tournament. Yes, there is an undefeated team in the tournament. It's Team 2 actually undefeated throughout the tournament. Yeah, Team 2. 10 wins and 0 losses. They did actually get a win against Change of Circumstance by a no-show. And I can't wait to see the matchup between them. Of course, they had a very good game against Freitas de la Vega, Ulysse, and so on and so forth. They're a pretty good and tightly knit team over there. We're going to need to see how they evolve, and of course what's going to happen in the CWC. 10 straight wins. Yeah, they're too strong. Yeah, we also did have by the way the logo yesterday from Scapegoats. Give me a second so I can actually find it here, so I can show you. There we go. So many logos here. There we go. This is the new one. Very nice logo for the man. I did put it on the content creators, how to say, drive. Maybe they need some text or something over there. Although, to be honest, it doesn't really need text. It's a goat on a rocket flying to the moon. It doesn't need text. But I gotta say, I was surprised of how Photoshop did manage to actually get this. You see, there's barely any like visible trace, but I did actually use the fill over here in the south, in the bottom, and that's why it created this dash line over here. I guess I could make it better, but to be honest, it's barely visible when you're far away from it. Like you see, you barely see it. It's unbelievable what the fill does. What are we waiting for? Home Fontaine, I guess. Yeah, Home Fontaine on Cleopatra Egyptian. It's been such a long time. No, it's not the Home Fontaine. It's still Andrew. We're still waiting for Andrew. He never got back. Okay. I gotta say, it's been some time since we've seen actually Ramses the second being picked up in the game. Most of the time we do see the two Cleopatras being chosen, either Ptolemaic or Egyptian, for that extra gold. Now on this side, the Abu Simbel bonus will give him the culture equal to 10% of the construction cost when finishing buildings and 25% when he completes wonders. So you can imagine if he does manage to rush some wonders at the beginning, he's going to get quite a bit of a boost over there. And at the same time, we're going to need to see him getting those sphinxes. Toxic Brain, to answer your question, yes, another relobby. Also, Rafifi asking me what happened to Civ Australia. That's a very good question. It does seem like they did not manage to hold together some of their members. For example, Kyber did leave for another team, and unfortunately that created a bit of a problem. But they did start, or at least did I see correctly that they did manage to get the game going like a week or so ago, or something like that. So maybe they're gonna replace some players. They're gonna recruit some new ones, and they're gonna have that team shining for the wild card. We're going to need to see what's gonna happen in the next CWC and how everything is gonna go. But there is quite a bit of a chatter over there, quite a bit of talk about upgrading, I should say, updating the CWC wild card for that. So for those last 2 slots for the CWC. So we do take into account the feedback that we had in the previous season. Now we do have the game started up again. This was a lobby anyway. It was past the turn that they did stop to get the remap vote, and yes, this was the map being chosen. We were talking about England to the north, and I think we got to Iron, right? We talked about the horses that were somewhere on the east side, somewhere over here, and over here somewhere, I think. I don't see them yet, but I'm pretty sure the screen will show up their icons pretty soon. And we do have also him to the south with a good natural barrier in form of that lake to stop anything going towards his capital. And I'm pretty sure he's going to need to take care of the southwest over here about BaNiPouZ. So maybe he's going to try to ignore him for some time, but maybe a few horses would do well to go against BaNiPouZ here. Now we're going to need to see also if he's going to manage, if he's going to be happy with all of the land he has to the north to expand into. Since this is a half tundra, it's not that good. And we do have him with a decent amount of coast. I gotta say, like, if he settles all of this coast, it's a decent amount of coast. But he's gonna creep closer to Basil the second, which is gonna be his ally, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna want to get some setups going over here in the lake, in the ocean, or whatever it is, the one tile sliver of ocean here, to get those trade routes shining between them. We do have England, Byzantium, Basil the second, and then Cleopatra here, that are gonna get the opportunity to trade with each other through these tiles over here to the south of Mitla. Looking at Byzantium, Basil II did manage to get us another city on the 3-1 tile, on the cattle tile, and I do see him also benefiting from the extra food from the bananas. And the city of Ansira is gonna grab the horses to the southeast, and yes, Adrianople is gonna get a settler out in one to move somewhere. Let's see, where is he gonna settle? He does have another settle here to the east side, but that's, I gotta say, that's defended by Joce, and if he goes southwest, he's gonna end up going against BaNiPouZ, and I gotta say, they are pinning, and they are, how to say, unfortunately, freezing the game. We do have a holy site in Ansira, and taking a look at his capital, I think we should wait until the settler comes out so we can see where is he gonna go for. That settler also should discover the scout. Like, the second he actually comes out of that city center, he should have the vision over the scout. With the extra 1 point of vision that you get on the settler, that might happen. I'm very curious about the position of this rainforest, though. Is he gonna be blocked because of this rainforest or not? What do you think, guys? Project Cisco, hello there, sir. Can you vote plus in the boat testing server? Yes. Oh my god, Godspot. Okay. Give me a second so I can take a look, Cisco. And yes, thank you for asking. Why did he disconnect? Anyway, it is what it is. Give me a second, BBTS. Okay. Where do I need to vote? I'm not getting pinged, Cisco. I'm not getting pinged. There's no ping, Cisco. Where vote? Is there a vote on CPL or something, or on the server? In the both text in CPL. Oh, in CPL. Okay, give me a second. Okay, there we go. I did. Sorry. Yeah, I did. Got it. Took me a few seconds, but I got it. Anyway, we do need to take a look at what's going on here. We do have Adrianople getting that settled, and we still didn't get to the next turn. Please wait showing up, and yeah, there we go. We do have the settler getting out. Space is not gonna have the vision over the scout. He doesn't have a vision. The vision has been blocked by this rainforest tile, and we do need to see where Space is gonna go. Neither does the scout actually have any vision on this, and we do need to see if he's actually gonna get out of there. I do notice that somebody did pick up a relic here. Andrew is on 7 faith right now, but he doesn't have it per turn. Homme Fontaine actually picked up a relic. Ramses. Okay. Homme Fontaine over here. Nice. So he's gonna get that Pantheon. I'm really curious what it is gonna be. We don't have a Pantheon yet for Egypt. They, of course, they could try to get it from each other. They're very close to each other, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna fight at some point. Homme Fontaine is trying to get the third settler going, and we're gonna get to him when we get there. Adrianople is moving his settler to the west side, and it looks like he's gonna try to get his units towards Byzantium, towards Theodora first. While Trebizond did get settled, unfortunately, he did not get the tiles on Wuling Yuan, and I gotta say, this will hurt him later on in the game. The fact that he did not settle the 2-1 based on the stone tile, and benefiting from all of that extra culture, and also a deny of Japan with a pretty safe settle here on the stone tile. Like, the only way you can get to this settle is actually if you go swimming into the lake or go all the way around through a one tile choke in the south. That's not gonna be cool. We do have the war declaration being sent. Space is sitting on Constantinople's holy site, trying to deny him that build, while we do have Mr. Toes moving from the northwest with one of his warriors. He is gonna block the settler movement over there. Of course, the settler should move to the west side, while he might get this warrior next to him also. We do have solely sides from Adrianople and Ancira, and oh my god, BaNiPouZ getting in at the last second here, and unfortunately again Sandro Games is not ending his turn. We don't know why, but he's not ending his turn. There we go, finally ending his turn after like 5 minutes. It is what it is. 10 straight, yes I know. Let me actually put up again. Oh, settler snatch. BaNiPouZ goes in, takes the settler of Byzantium of Basil II. Oh my god, man, it's happening again. Second game in a row. Do I need to do it again? Guys, do I need to do it again? Okay, guys, chat. I leave it up to chat. Do I need to do it again? Remind everybody about what they need to be doing. Salty capybara. Yum, yum, ma'am. Yum, yum. I saw the cookies. I saw the cookies. Amazing. Okay, chat is not saying anything. What is going on? Come on, chat. Do you want me to remind them or not remind them about what they need to be doing? You know? This is unbelievable. Yesterday with Auckland, today with Ulysse going against their opponents, taking 2. Now we do have, bam, DShark getting those settlers. Escort your settlers. We gotta sing it to them, man. They might not understand, you know. Escort your settlers. Exactly like on the stadium we need to do it, you know. Echo it out and do some waves in the meantime, you know. Like, come on, they need to learn. Anyway, BaNiPouZ getting out of there with the settler. Oh my god, man. This is unbelievable. What can I say? A bit unfortunate for space, but I guess I mean, you know, he kind of I'll say did it to himself, you know. It is what it is. No escort, this is the result. No escort, this is the result, you know. Now we do have also Mongolia, Joce moving to the west side with his third settler, and yes, he's getting slingers to first of all defend the trader. And look at that, he's actually escorting his settler. Whoa, whoa. I mean, this is some new shenanigans over here. Wait a second. You can escort your settler? Oh my god, guys. Yeah, I mean, this escorting settlers here it must be a new mechanic thing in the game, you know? Like, there's an extra button they added at some point. I don't know when, but it must be a new mechanic, man. Anyway, it used to be so hard, you know? Click on unit, get the other unit moving over there. Yeah, very hard, very hard. Life comes at you fast. Yeah, freedom for the settlers. If they like the enemy scout more, they shall have the means to go with them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I see. What is this sorcery exactly, right? He's escorting his settlers. I think Joce is possessed over here. What? He's actually doing the stuff here? Wow. Oh my god. Do you guys see how many of these horses he got? Oh, okay. Guys, really quickly in the chat. God of the sky, extra culture on the pastures, or God of craftsman for the faith and production. Open sky, craftsman. Open sky, craftsman. Come on, YouTube, come on, you can do it. Imagine we got some answers over here in Twitch chat. Looks like open sky is coming 1. Oh my god, look at how many people are putting craftsman. So open sky is just 1, and then we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 answers for craftsman. Wow. Okay, God of craftsman it is. I guess we're gonna need to see Joce picking it up, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get the faith. They did not slacken. They did put that God King card on to get the faith generation going. We do have also no governor yet being chosen for Joce here, and we're going to need to see what is he gonna go for. Magnus Internals, Moksha, Pingala, and so on and so forth. We do need to see also where this trader is going. Oh, this trader is actually going to Volin, and he does have Red for Dome to the east side. He's looking to get a bit more gold, and it doesn't seem like he's gonna be interested in going internals here for the time being. He does have a few more pastures in the form of cattle tiles and sheep tiles that he's gonna get the extra culture if he goes for open sky. I mean, I keep banging on it, but I don't think it's you can hear it, right? I keep banging on it, but you guys are saying no. Production, what do you mean? Culture, what is this culture? We don't want to write books. folks. We want to go and take down opponent, you know, very, very swiftly. And yeah, I do agree. I mean, those Geshiks are definitely going to have their say in the matter here against Byzantium. And we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to punch through the Byzantium defenses, especially after they managed to weaken him considerably, taking away a settler here. Looking at Rakedet, he did manage to finish his Temenanki, and yes, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles at the moment getting those bonuses. I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy putting down a Sphinx next to it, but I do have to say he placed this Temenanki in such a way that he's only going to have 1 Sphinx, and he's not going to be that good. I mean, it is what it is, you know, he could have had more. We do have him with a horse tile to the south over here in the second ring. Now, he still did not improve, and he's going to want to get a bit more science with that culture going. I do have... Andrew over here with 9 science and 3 culture. This is Andrew, right? I'm not fooling around. This is Andrew? No? No, this is yeah, this is Andrew. This is Andrew. Okay, we do have him with the 2 monuments getting out, and I do see his iron tile is gonna be north of Rakedet in the 3rd ring. He does have some gold tiles in the form of diamonds, and he's definitely gonna want to settle the west side over here, so he can creep closer to the lands, to the inner sea over here for England. Now, the trade routes are gonna be mattering so much in this scenario. We do need to see also if Joce is gonna want to hit Volin and keep on going towards Edfu if they do manage to pull off a 2 versus 1 attack. Andrew might be on the receiving end of all of that hate over here, and those Keshiks with some Mariano Cheret archers, I don't even want to be on the defense of that. Was Tokugawa changed? Why is he suddenly picked? I think it's just Sandro Machiavelli. It didn't get changed. It's just Sandro being Sandro. It looked like Leo is building a Temenanki unopposed. Yes, that is true. There was no Temenanki battle. There was just Cleopatra, Andrew building it, and that's it. Mongolian horse sprinter incoming. plus Gimpy also, good evening sir, and welcome. GG, well played by the way for yesterday, but why does he have 5 of them? I get 1. I know, right? Like, this guy is so lucky. I don't know. I guess this is some form of Mongol, and he got it. Chat, you called it out. They did it. You see, chat, they heard God of Craftsman being picked up by Joce. He's gonna pull off one of those you know, the scenes from the Matrix when like Neo gets his dirt off of him, but he cannot do it like this, you know, like, what is this? This is like old school. He needs to do it like, you know, like tremble his whole body so he can move the move the dust off. Sandro settled and bought the bananas. Wait, did he actually settle somewhere? No. What bananas? You mean from Edfu? No, he has them. 2 for 1. Oh, you're talking about this one. Oh my god, he did actually buy the bananas. And this is the problem, right? He could have had, like, Byzantium could have had that city, taking all of the Wuling Yuan tiles, leaving Sandro with nothing, but it looks like Osaka did get settled, and Sandro is still going to benefit from all of those Wuling Yuan tiles. We do have Sandro games right now with 8 science and 9 culture, and I'm pretty sure it's just the beginning. While on the other side, BaNiPouZ is 6 science with 8 culture. He still needs to get his holy sites going and push out these units of his opponents, Mr. Toast and Byzantium. Now, we do need to take a look here at the next door neighbor of Egypt, of Cleopatra. It's going to be Homme, Fontaine on Ramses, and I do see the Yankees establishing the capital city of Thebes, while he's going to try to get the Hanging Gardens. I do not see him going for the 4th and the 5th settler yet. He does want to get a few builders to improve his territory and then go for it. And I do notice he's also going to need some culture here, getting it from his monuments in the city of Ses. And we do have him also with 2 city-states next to him, to the northeast Yerevan, to the southwest Jerusalem. Yeah, looks like a 3rd one actually in the form of Granada, non-freshwater Granada. Not really the best choice, but it is what it is. And I gotta say, Ramses over here is gonna have Rome to the east side, but very few possibilities of them actually connecting their trade routes, and this is gonna hurt them a little bit. I gotta say, yes, Rome can try to get a city over here to the west side. Later on in the game, they're gonna have the railroads that they can improve with the military engineers and so on and so forth. Yes, I know about that. I'm more concerned about the beginning of the game, the mid part of the game, so they do manage to get enough gold so they can defend themselves, upgrade units, get something of an edge over there. You've seen them buy libraries, you've seen them buy lighthouses, and so on and so forth. There are quite a few things that the players do prefer to spend the gold instead of the sheer production. Now we do have a settler from Puteoli and Rome getting out. I do see the one in Rome did get finished. He's putting his government plaza in next to the mountains, so he gets more adjacency towards campuses if he's gonna put them there. I'm pretty sure also he's gonna get some industrial zone set up here. This is a lake, right? So he could aqueduct it. I'm very curious how he's gonna plan to get that aqueduct going. I would imagine also the next settler is gonna go for that 2-2 stone tile to the northwest, where he will get the opportunity to put more districts next to the government plaza, and also has pretty good tiles to use. We do have him with Aquilea. Actually, that's a 4 settler moving to the northwest. Aquilea is already settled and putting down his commercials. He didn't finish a single commercial yet, so he didn't start acquiring merchant points at the moment. Actually, nobody did for that matter. Both Byzantiums are starting to get their great profit points with 5 on Basil II. We got 4 over here on Theodora. Basil II is still on 3 cities, and I gotta say he's about to escape with the scout over there. There is a sneaky scout coming here. It doesn't have the promotion, and this one does, and we're going to need to see if he's gonna manage to get out of there. I'm a bit surprised about his route here, but I gotta say this scout is gonna get to hit them almost whatever he does next turn. So he has this one in 2 turns. I mean, not this. Okay. So he moves here, right? He shift enters here. This scout is already... Oh, next turn. He could attack it next turn. If he moved... Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. But that... Oh, that's a bit too fast. I'm sorry, but that's a bit too fast. He's gonna get spotted. And I gotta say, this is the moment that BaNiPouZ needs to make a decision and delete the settler. He's still trying to get out of there, but he can't get out of there. It's just delete the settler or bust. There's like, yeah, there we go. He's uncoupling the settler and he's gonna click delete. I'm pretty sure he's considering this right now, because there would have been any other reason to actually move the scout, unlock the scout. No audio on YouTube. Johnson, good evening, sir. Wait, there is no audio on YouTube. Give me a second. Let me take a look. I hope there is, right? You guys hearing me on YouTube fine? Give me a second so I can open up the stream here. Give me a second so I... Yeah, there's audio. There's audio. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got some audio. Thank you. Settle the cattle. Settle the cat. Oh my God. Actually settle this in front of him. I mean, to be honest, he could. he could. He definitely could settle that cattle tile. We do have another wave of settlers going, and I do see he did manage to acquire a great prophet. Confucius is over here. He's gonna have the honor of having the first religion in the game, while I do see BaNiPouZ is trying to take away this English warrior from his territory. Unfortunately, that warrior did pillage the holy site. We do have also England with 4 cities putting down his Royal Navy dockyards and starting to get his production going. Looks like he is right now on 20 gold a turn. No, sorry, he's on 7 gold a turn. Why was I? Okay, I was thinking that's a bit too much gold for this time of the day. So he starts up at 7 with no harbor being put down, while he's gonna get 4 of them being put down and finished. We're gonna need to see how fast he's actually gonna get those points going. I do see Magnus is also establishing the capital city. He's gonna get those internal trade routes to sink. And wait, are we actually getting... Oh my God, what is this? Okay. Oh, somebody desynced or something? Oh no, there was a flood. I don't know why it froze. Anyway, Andrew getting his builder to improve his horses. I do see he's setting up his trade routes for internals, getting Liang in the city of Rakedet, and trying to make everything good here. I think this is a good moment to actually put up the prediction, right? Is it? Do it. Wait, Machiavelli is saying this is not useless. Running around with settler like this is actively wasting time for enemy and also lowers morale. Machiavelli is making a good point. Yes, maybe I did get misunderstood over there. I was saying he cannot get out of there more than he did. It's good that he actually got to move these, but he didn't have a chance to keep it anymore. That's and I think it was because of him somewhat, as in he didn't shift enter and he got hit by the slinger a few times, and unfortunately because of that, well, the scout didn't get enough promotions and he was low HP. Then he became susceptible to attacks from this other scout. The settle on the cattle was fine. Extas is making a point. It wasn't bad, but I think he was a bit worried that we're gonna see another Byzantium settle come here to the southwest of Adrianople and put loyalty pressure. He would have been forced to go to the southeast, while he already has an opponent on the west side to deal with. So I think BaNiPouZ over here made the conscious choice of not really opening up two fronts if he doesn't need to. But I do agree, having an extra settle over there would have been quite a bonus. Build a settle and put city between cattle and the city and couldn't further city. Yeah, do it. Do it, do it. Yeah, we got Ensasu there and calling out the boys to get going over here. Come on. Come on, let's get going. We do have a first religion in the game, Shinto. Oh, Byzantium, Basil II. Snatch that crusade away from Theodora. Choral music is also going to be the way to go for him with initiation rites as a pantheon. Let me put up the prediction on the screen here so you guys have the opportunity. Oh, wait, somebody did put it up. Whoa. Who did? Oh, Project Cisco. Thank you so much for putting up the prediction on Twitch. Let me actually put it up also on YouTube. Start a poll. Who will win? Let's see if YouTube is gonna be on point today. They do have a pretty good track record, except the last vote we did have. They were a bit desynchronized with Twitch and with what happened in the game. Highlands and DShark. Like that's on DShark. There we go. We got the poll going, boys. Let's go, YouTube. Put the points in, or I should say, put your votes in. I'm sorry, we don't have points on YouTube. I'm so sorry. Anyway, let's see. They have infinite ponies. Thanks to Joce, it was easy. Yeah, I mean, I was just talking with the Civ6 guys. Man, I really would love one of those buttons. It was, you know, that was easy. That was easy. Oh man, I would really love one of those buttons. Some extra sounds over here on the stream. It is what it is. I mean, I guess I can do it by myself, you know. That was easy. That was no. Yeah, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna try it. Anyway, we do have religious settlements actually picked up by Sandro, because I'm pretty sure Lady of the Region Marshes has been picked up by Ramses II. Both of them are running Liang in the capital for the extra production on these floodplain tiles, and Sandro is gonna benefit from the science from these tiles also. We do have him starting to get his settlers out, but it's gonna take a while to actually catch up to everybody else. Everybody else except Basil II does have 3 or 4 cities. Now looking at the city-states, we do have Samarkand with Bandar Brunei for the trade bonuses. Cardiff with Mexico City and Auckland will be providing the industry in this game. And I do see Volin, Kabul and Granada will be there with the military. Mitra and Hattusa will be the ones for science. And I do see there's no culture city-state in the game at all. We do have Yerevan with Jerusalem also for the religious benefits. And I'm pretty sure both Byzantiums are going to fight for them. We do have also Basil II putting down his first encampment here from the southwest of Ansira, and I do see he's getting his 5th generation going. We do need to see if they're going to manage to get all of the points. Yes, they did. Oh, there we go. Yes, they did. And I gotta say, have you noticed something on this lake? Doesn't this remind you a lot more of Highlands than it is of lakes? Like this looks so similar to Highlands, and yes, you still have a few more highways more than others, but oh my god, man, so many hills. Audience Chamber is also going to be the choice to specialize in the cities of Rome here. He does have Magnus internals already working, and I do see he's putting down his commercials for more traders. He did put down Temple of Artemis, but never actually finished it in the city of Rome. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody is going to contest it or something. We do have also a 5th city from Joce, and I do see he's getting also his commercials down. We've seen it multiple times how Mongolia does want to get everything stable, like his economy, his production and everything, and then he's gonna get to mass produce his K-Sheks. Now it does look like this is a 5-city opener for Joce, which is gonna slow him down a little bit to get the generals and get the units, but he's gonna come back quite fast with them when he's gonna get there. We will need to see also the religion of BaNiPouZ. I do see he's plugging in Magnus in the city of Trebizond, while he did choose Poksha in the capital. He's also getting his shrines out, but not a lot of faith is being generated by any of the civilizations in the game. We do have Mr. Toes leading the way there with 48 production at the moment, and I do see he didn't just explode in his gold pattern as we thought. He already built all of these, but this was a 0 Royal Navy Dockyard, this was a 0 Royal Navy Dockyard, this was a +3, and this was a +4. and that's it. So he got 7 out of all of these Royal Navy dockyards. Well, I guess it's still going to be good with the lighthouses, giving him the opportunity to get more traders going. And we're going to need to see if he's going to start on his next batch of settlers here pretty soon. Now, we do have also to take a look how Sandro is going to approach this game. He's going to get his 4th city moving towards the northwest. I do have to point out he does have a continent split over there towards Samarkand, and might have the opportunity to get extra amenities for people's happiness. I would say just take Samarkand and benefit from like the silver and the truffles and so on, and forget about everything else. We do have him also with City Patron Goddess as a pantheon. He totally ignored the fact that he could have had religious idols over here. No excuse for him. He's just going to upgrade a few mercury tiles to get the amenities for his teammates and for himself, while he did manage to put down an upgrade over there on the turtles. Looks like the gods are smiling upon the city of Okayama. He's getting a forest fire, then increasing the fertility of those tiles after it's finishing burning. Well, the government plaza has been put to the north, and yes, he's going to have a pretty good campus over... sorry, not campus, industrial zone is probably going to be better with the gypsum, with the 2 strategics and everything. I do also notice he's going to move to the west side here with that settler. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to get the position for a pretty good campus and a harbor, also getting the connection towards the western lake. Looking at what's going on here, we do have a space 2 turns away from getting his encampment done in Nansira, while his 3rd settler is still moving to the southwest side. This time he's not taking any chances. We got a slinger there ready to pounce on any unit disrupting the flow of the settler. Now, multiple shrines are also getting out of the series of BaNiPouZ. Magnus establishing that in 4 turns. Mongolia, wave of builders, so many builders, and of course getting his commercials out. Does mean he's gonna start rolling these merchant points. Rome is the first one there with 4.6 points a turn. We got 2 points on Mongolia, and that's about it. Nobody did finish their commercials at the moment. I would imagine actually we're gonna have the 2 Cleopatras over here getting those commercials built pretty quickly here, and then we got some of them being put down, but I gotta say it's gonna be a while, and they might not contest those traders as Rome or Mongolia will. We do have a government plaza put down from Thieves. Is actually gonna kill one of the floodplain tiles, unfortunately, to get it down, and we do have him also pre-placing quite a few of these commercials. He shouldn't be killing his tiles if he got the Lady of the Reeds, but it is what it is, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do in this game. Now, we do have him also with so much more territory here to settle to the north and to the east side. I'm very curious how much he wants to go and settle in front of his opponent here to the west, in front of Andrew. And I gotta say, it's been a while since we've seen Andrew in action here. Also, why is the Byzantine settler so delayed? It was because he lost a settler. That's called the soundboard. Beep 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 boo boo boo. You mean me? I can be a soundboard, Machiavelli. I can identify myself as a soundboard. I just need to learn the sounds, my man. Anyway, I guess we're going to need to see how this evolves over here. We got audience chamber in 2 turns from the city of Rome. Apology still did not choose to go and finish that Temple of Artemis. He does have 1, 2, 3 possible, 4 possible amenities coming up from it. Not a lot of them, so maybe, well, he's not up there with the priority. God of War and Plunder chosen. That's the reason he's actually getting more merchant points than Mongolia. 4.6 points a turn, and putting down a few more commercials from his cities. Now, we do have also first campus from Ravenna, and it does look like it did take the space from Rome's campus. Well, anyway, it is what it is. We do need to see how the setup will be done over here with baths. I would imagine 1 bath will be put over here from Ravenna, another bath from Cume to the southwest, and bam, you get those industrial zones in between. From Rome, we do have him to the south. To the south over here with an opportunity between him and Aquilea. He's also not going to be that far away from Japan in the north, and looking at his technologies over here, Apology is going to go for irrigation for more upgrades on his plantations, and of course getting those amenities going. I would imagine also he's going to need the general if he does want to go against his opponent. So the second we do see a few horses getting out and an encampment put down, we know what's going to happen. After he did manage to finish his government plaza building, he's switching back to the Temple of Artemis in 6 turns. We are 1032. We just jumped into the next era, and we're going to need to see how this is going to go. And that's not what I meant. Ave Machiavelli. Okay. I mean, you sure? We do have Mr. Toast with a pen brush and voice golden age. At the moment he is on 9 science with 23 culture, 16 gold 10 and 53 production. We do have him getting some builders to improve his territory, and yes, the traders are going to help him get those internal points going, the food and the production. Ancestral Hall is getting out of London in 4 turns. Whenever he's gonna put a settle after this one finishes, he's gonna get a free builder, and of course in the meantime more production towards build and training settlers. New traders getting out for Leeds and Bristol, and yes, he will have a few jobs to benefit from. I do notice he did improve his strategics here, except that how to say, that iron tile. I do notice Sandro is of 14 science and 27 culture, and so much more culture coming up from the wonder of Wuling Yuan. He's also pushing back his opponent over there behind the mountain. You do see he's dealing so much damage to the warrior with just his slinger. Another campus from Okayama, and I do see that his opponent BaNiPouZ is now managing to match not only the science but also the cultural output, which will create a problem, especially since Sandro does have more production. And oh my god, these cities, man, these cities. Now we do have also space with 8 science and 11 culture. He is actually at the moment the weakest civilization, because he did lose that settler to his opponents. In common training projects in 2 turns, getting out from spaces cities. And yes, I do see that Rome did use the card for a little while, but stopped using it when he saw he doesn't really have a lot of things going on. I gotta say, we do have a lot of people actually plugging in the card at the moment. Mongolia and Egypt both did that, and Byzantium did start to roll those great general points. And we do have also one of the first merchants getting picked here. It's going to be Marcus Licinius Crassus for the extra gold you get whenever you're going to annex a tile. It can be used 3 times, so that's 90 gold that you can get from it. Now we do have also Andrew with 15 science and 10 culture. He did get that at Temenanki, and I do see him following up with a commercial expansion here, getting his Governor Plaza from the 2nd city. This is going to take quite a bit of time for him to get any kind of specializing building of choice. For comparison, over here we do have Rakedet with 18 production, and the city of Edfu is only 10. That is a problem. That is a problem over here that Andrew seems to be ignoring. Anyway, why? Okay, I did answer that. Let me put this chat back on the screen over here, so I do get the information that I want to see on the same screen. There we go. There we go. Now we do need to take a look also on Joce on the other team, on DShark with 12 science and 29 culture. Joce with is in a pen brush and voice golden age on 5 cities, and he's benefiting from so much production on 50 production versus space next to him 23, more than double the amount of production. We do have him also getting a few horses out from Al Malik. I do see he's putting down Victor. We might have a Victor 3 strategy here coming out from Al Malik, so he can get that extra how to say intel on opponent's movements from his spies. We do have Shanadu getting his builder out. The city of Choir gonna get one of these campuses. It's only gonna be a +2, but still it's a +2 than his opponent doesn't have. That his opponent doesn't have. Now we do have also BaNiPouZ with 8 science and 19 culture. Theodora is still on 3 cities and trying to get the 4th one and the 5th one out and about. Yes, he did manage to get 31 faith at 10, which is double the amount that space is benefiting from right now. And BaNiPouZ is managing to get Magnus bonuses here in Trebizond, where he is gonna get to chop quite a few tiles. Also can put a +3 campus right next to that holy site. Unfortunately, doesn't really have that much gold per turn. He's on 4 gold per turn, even though he did manage to improve a few of these camps and starts to roll a few gold points from them. It's just not enough, just not enough. He did manage to also get a religion, Buddhism, with a work ethic and cross-culture dialogue. I gotta say, Buddhism, work ethic I should say, is not the work ethic you are used to from the base game. This just gives you a +2 production on the shrines and a +4 production on the temples, and that's it. You don't get the extra production like in the base game for the adjacency of that district. What's a good rule to keep your production at a minimum? Sorry? You mean what's the minimum production number that you should go for or something? I'm not sure I understand the question, Sean. Can you rephrase it, please? We do have Apology with 18 science and 25 culture. Trajan is on 5 cities, and next time he's gonna get his Temple of Artemis going. He did manage to train a few horses, and we might actually see him try to push a little bit Japan. Japan is gonna have some early warning system over here in the form of a warrior. If that one goes down, he's gonna know what's up. Oh yeah, okay. I'm not sure you can actually get the rule for how much production you need to have at certain points in the game. Yeah, I'm not sure that it could be a rule made. So like a good, for example, starting city would be between 20 and 30. A good mid city, like between 1040 and maybe 1070, like a very good city, something that you're striving for, would be like between 35 production and maybe like 50. I don't think you can get very quickly like before, maybe turn 55 60 you can, but before that, before industrial zones and everything else, I don't think you can get that big. And then later on, you need to go for more than 100 production in most of your cities, or at least the core ones, at least like the first 3 or 4 or 5, you need to have more than 100, or around there, like between 80 and 100 something. Some people actually go with one city that rules them all, is usually the capital, with Magnus vertical integration. Over here, you're gonna get the production from all nearby industrial zones buildings with a regional bonus, not just the first. So you do get one big city that is gonna be toppling everything. We do have usually on those cities something like 250 production, something like that. Let's keep on watching on Apology, 19 science and 25 culture. I do like what he's doing with the horses and trying to go around this Japanese warrior, so he doesn't ring the alarm over here, so Sandro Games can defend this. We do need to see also if BaNiPouZ is going to join the fray, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. More horses are getting out of his cities, and I do see he's he did manage to finish the Temple of Artemis and getting some amenities rolled into his capital and Puteoli with Achillea. I don't think he's getting any in Ravenna because he doesn't have any pastures over here or plantations. We do have him also still needing to improve some more of these tiles, especially the honey tiles for the extra amenities. Starting to get the gold in with the Great Merchant. He did spot that horse moving towards his city, and yes, he will have the opportunity actually to get a few units before the horse gets there. He's also going to benefit from an archer that can do a bit of damage to the horse. Not gonna take him down though, especially if you do have a last move, first move. Looking at the Homme Fontaine on 11 science and 26 culture, he does manage to do quite a bit better than Andrew at the moment. Not enough science, but so much more culture. He's gonna roll those civics much faster, and I do see he did get quite a few new cities than Andrew. Andrew is on 4 right now. We do have 2, 4, 6 already on Egypt, and yes, I did see another settler coming up from Andrew going towards the north. He did manage to put also, I gotta say, on Ramses, he did put the cities towards his opponent here, towards Andrew, to the west side, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna try to get a trade route from Sena towards his capital city, so he can build the pathways for those units to reinforce the front line on the west. He's also gonna want to finish up his monuments from every one of his cities to get the culture in, and did get hanging gardens, which will increase the growth by 15% in all of his cities, and at the same time giving him some housing. Juicy Sugar, thank you so much for, sir, for the follow. Also, Shan, did I answer your question, sir? I hope I did, or I guess I'm gonna think some more. How does Sandro defend horses? I don't think he has any classical. Commander King is making a good point over here. I didn't actually consider that he is not going to defend this, to be honest. I do notice that Sandro Games is going for apprenticeship in 5 turns, and yes, I do notice that he's moving back his horse. At the moment, Apology is his archer. At the moment, Apology is going to focus his efforts to do some damage over here, and yes, Sandro is going to need to react with a few units of his own. We do need to see how much effort actually Rome will want to put into this. I do also notice Apology is just totally ignoring the warrior, not caring at all about that warrior, and of course if the warrior attacks into the horse, is just gonna die anyway. He's gonna want to get these units as fast as possible towards the cities of Japan and try smacking them down. We do have a first horse getting out distant from Tokyo, increasing the strength of the city of Osaka as well as the other cities. And we do need to see if these horses of apology are going to manage to make it there before any kind of meaningful defense will be put into the borders of Osaka. We do have also to take a quick peek on the city-states if they did want to seize any of them really quickly. No, they did not. They're just putting some points in and that's about it. No money discovered here. It looks like Joce is also getting those horses to move to the west side. He got a few archers to defend his borders, and I do see his opponent is getting his World of Throne built. Now, I would imagine we're gonna need to see the same here from Joce, but no, he actually built his audience chamber, going for much taller cities, getting his campuses finished for the extra science, some economy here with the commercial, and the ability to get the general soon from the encampment in Al Malik. Now I gotta say, in Al Malik he might actually he will probably get the opportunity to get the terracotta army, and oh my, the level 2 spy, level 2 spy. Oh, this is a problem. This is ring the alarm, boys, ring the alarm, because we do have space getting into the borders of Nicomedia, and I gotta say there is a horse over here, and the game is bamboozling us with the 10 garrison strength. That is not true. It is 26 defense strength city, since there is a horse here in the Byzantine nation. I do also want to say we're very close, guys. We're very close to 6,900 members over here on Twitch. By the way, we got 6 more and bam, we're getting to that number. We're at 6894 at the moment. Very close, very close. Let's go. If you didn't subscribe, if you didn't follow the channel on Twitch, please do so and let's get there. We do have space getting his horses, 3 horses, 4 horses with a general Burica that is going to get into the borders of BaNiPouZ, and yes, BaNiPouZ is going to scramble to get that going. Chemis Morpheo
has joined the round table.
Chemis Morpheo getting me that one step closer. Thank you so much, sir. Much appreciated. It's a team effort over here. We're all pitching into this. We got Pingala getting in Thessalonica, and it does look like, yes, he's getting his setup going with his government plaza, with theater squares and multiple holy sites in between his cities. I do notice he's gonna struggle a little bit with gold, but he's well, I guess he's gonna need to rely on his teammates. We do have Joce with 48 gold a turn, 24 science and 44 culture, that will get the opportunity to go against space. And I gotta say, this is basically, I would actually say this is basically like a desperate move from space, because he knows if he lets the game go longer, he might not get any opportunity to be impactful on the game. So he's gonna try to get a few units out, his general out, to try to push his opponent. He knows it's just a matter of time until he's gonna need to face K6 on the battlefield on the east side, and he's probably not gonna make it till then. So pushing BaNiPouZ over here is gonna be a thing. We do have Apology also pushing Sandro, and by the looks of it, Sandro is managing to get some defense going, but these mines are gonna go. These mines are actually Apologies. And there are a few new horses that are also on the way, and it looks like they did actually stop to take care of that warrior. We do have Sandro being okay, on point with his moves, and he did block any kind of entrance for these horses to get into his territory. Osaka, by the looks of it, can be attacked by these horses, but no, it's fine. And we do have Apology going on the counter-attack, on the counter-offensive, and taking down one of the horses of his opponent. While I do have to say, Apology kind of made his gold anyway. Have you seen the pillages? I mean, he made his gold. We do have an encampment from Seleucia, and I gotta say, Byzantium here is gonna be very late at getting his general. We already have Mongolia with 3.4 points a turn, Rome is on 2.3, Egypt is on 0, Byzantium, Theodora is on 2, and then we do have Basil II on 1, but I guess Basil II already has 1 anyway. Looks like a holy site in Birmingham. I would imagine he's gonna, England is gonna try to get his Stonehenge somewhere also. I don't see stone tiles anywhere. Does he not have a single stone tile? Wow, no Stonehenge, man. No Stonehenge. This is very weird, by the way. Usually, oh, that is a stone tile. There we go. That is a stone tile, but that won't have that much production next to it. Anyway, it is what it is. He will try to get that city on the lake on the 2-2 probably. Anyway, now we do have to take a look at both of their economies. It looks like the majority of the gold is being generated by Sandro Games. Surprise, surprise. And then we do have a little bit by Andrew. But on the other side, we do have Fontaine with Joce managing to make 81 gold combined. We do have them with a decent amount of advantage over HOH at the beginning of the game. I wouldn't say this actually, you know, like skews the game in some form or another, but it will give more flexibility to DShark as the game progresses. We do have Odin Chamber also as a choice for Egypt. I do see he's getting a few horses out to beef up his strength in his cities, and did stay on 5 city settlements, not going for the 6th one pretty quickly. Now we do have horses also getting out of the cities of Homme, Fontaine, getting his markets up, and Pingala finally establishing the city of V1. Still did not get his connection from Sena to the east. He chose to go to the east side here, and it does look like he's gonna want to get the trader connected to the city of Thebes so he can go across that river much faster. He does have the opportunity to take Yerevan. That's gonna be his 7th city, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be quite happy also settling in the north, a few of them, especially getting to Mount Roraima. Now, when is he going to choose to go against Sandro? That's a very good question that I really want to know the answer to. We do also see that Joce did manage to get that 47 culture going, the 78 production going versus Pace's 34. He kept his advantage against his opponent after, well, Byzantium got bullied a little bit there. Wait, didn't he? Nah, he didn't. Okay, we do have another encampment from Ulaanbaatar. Usually the go-to method for Mongolia to pump out those K-checks is to get an encampment from as many cities as possible. Try to get the Ordu in, which is it the Ordu? I think it's the Ordu, right? The unique building. This one, yeah. Mongolia, unique to Mongolia. Stable, it replaces the stable. It does give you 1 extra movement on these heavy and light cav units, which is very, very important. And of course, you do still get the 25% combat experience, which again is very important, allowing your units to get their promotions a little bit faster. Now we do have, there we go, both of them benefiting from the Ordu. Encampment training project in 2/10 from Joce. While he's going to finish his other encampments, he's going to get more points here. They definitely want one of these first ones for the 30 points to spend, not more. And I'm a bit surprised he's actually doing a project. He's just gonna help him get it 1 turn faster, not more. We do have new builders also getting out. I wouldn't be surprised if he already did manage to get close to feudalism or at feudalism. Let me actually take a look. Yeah, there we go. For builder charges on this one, I'm pretty sure he started up with 5, and we're gonna see quite a massive expansion of improvements over here on his territory. Now we do also need to take a look what's going on the war here. Looks like Byzantium is not managing to convert Byzantium kick. Space is not managing to convert the city of Nicomedia. He couldn't actually punch through and take down some units from BaNiPouZ to spread his religion around, and of course BaNiPouZ has the same opportunity, right? So we're going to need to see if this general is going to be exactly what Space needs to push through the Byzantine defense. I gotta say these horses he could take the city. Wait, he could take the city. Yeah, he's gonna take the city. Oh my god, he's gonna take the city. Yeah, he's gonna take the city. I was, to be honest, I was expecting him to take that horse in the north and then attack the city center, but I guess it is what it is. As you can see, if you attack it once with the scout, even if it's low HP, it deals enough damage, so your horse will do the rest of the damage. And if it does manage to convert it to crusade, an extra +5, it would have been much easier to go for the next ones. These archers here on BaNiPouZ on the west side aren't going to pose a problem. He does have a settler moving to the east, getting his audience chamber built, and quite a few horses did get out, but they are lacking a serious amount of damage on them. Yeah, looks like he's getting it. He's getting it. Yeah, it is already crusaded. No, it's not. It's Buddhism. Wait, what? Oh, wait. I thought this is his. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is actually. No, it's not. No. This is the religion of Theodora, and this is the religion Shinto, the one with crusade. It's only in the 2 cities of Byzantium. Yeah, Scribus. Yes. Yeah, this is Byzantium with I would say goddess of the hunt, work ethic, and cross-culture dialogue, and then Shinto is gonna have choral music with crusade and initiation, right? So he's getting some faith going, I guess, from that, and looking at his monumentality, yeah, he's gonna get to use that faith generation going. I gotta say, if he doesn't actually raise the city, and yeah, there we go, he raised the city. I wanted to say, if he doesn't manage to raise the city, he's gonna give it back to Byzantium, to BaNiPouZ. I do also want to say he's going to start going through the units of his opponent slowly, and we do need to see if he's going to get the opportunity to keep on pounding on Byzantium's doorstep before Joce is gonna get to his territory. We do have Joce managing to recruit Hannibal Barca, and he does have horses getting at him from the west side, from Choir. He's not gonna be left alone to build whatever he wants, and he's gonna be forced to do some defense over here against his opponent. Ordus are getting out of his cities immediately from Al Malik and Ulaanbaatar after he got his encampments, and I do see another encampment in Keshker, while Xanadu does need its next population. He did put down one campus, so he starts learning some science along this, and taking a look at his points, he's still on 26 and 47, while space is 19 and 20. I believe he did manage to get Pingala in Ansira, and that actually gives him the extra points, but he doesn't have a lot of production to benefit from, and it's gonna be hard to choose between producing units or getting settlers. I do also want to take a look at the era score, since we're ticking down the clock until the next era. We got 10 more turns to go, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see quite a few of them try to get to that golden age. I'm going to take a look really quickly. It looks like space is a little bit faster, 44 out of 54 for that. Only 10 points, and he's going to get the golden age. We do have Ravenna getting attacked by Banda Brunei. Apology was forced to deploy a few horses towards the west side, while he did retreat from pushing into the Japan. Well, first of all, he did slow a little bit Japan down, trying to put pressure on him, but I gotta say Sandro came here with his 27 science and 48 culture. He did get the first one over 100 production on 104. While he's getting new lighthouses, he's gonna open up more trade routes between his cities, and that will increase everything. Let's see what's going on. Oh my god, he's gonna get another city. BaNiPouZ, amazing play from the beginning. Unfortunately, loses 2 cities over here to the units of space. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And I do see space is gonna get to pillage that Gavron Plaza also. There aren't that many units that can stop this. We do have BaNiPouZ trying to get a few builders going, and it looks like his 2 horses in the north are just standing there. Yes, he was trying to get a hippodrome from Nicopolis to benefit from a free heavy calf. That's not gonna happen, but guys, that it is going down faster than 14 turns. We do have a scout here from BaNiPouZ trying to get into Space's territory, while Space got pushed back from Joce. We do need to see Joce. There we go. Going for stirrups in 4. I would imagine castles is also going to be a choice for him, so he doesn't need to upgrade as many knights as he needs to. Just get some coursers. They will certainly be stronger against Byzantium than just horses. Now we do need to take a look also here. Looks like Mariano Chariot archers are getting out of the cities of Andrew en masse. He has already 5 of them, being the 6 of them coming out soon, and he's putting down an encampment. He knows that Homme Fontaine might be coming after him, especially I do see Senna putting down an encampment here. This kind of gives up the plans of Homme Fontaine. We do have him also, by the way, in the other Egypt, Ramses II is getting a wave of builders with his feudalism card on. He's gonna get +2 builder charges on each of these, and they're gonna mass expand, how to say, improve everything. We've got Yerevan also, a coast, a freshwater city getting converted by Egypt, taken over from its previous owner, and we do need to see how is he gonna try to get new settlers here. Definitely can use the chops from the builders that he's getting out to get more settlers out also. I do also expect Apology to get another wave of settlers here to the west and to the east, and we're going to need to see how he's gonna do here. Wow, 6 turns to get an encampment training project in Seleucia. That sounds extremely big. And wait, what did happen with this? How did these horses get out of the borders of Nicopolis? Why did they not attack the city center? Did they... wait, this one moved actually. This one moved and promoted. Why did they not attack the city center? Whatever. Did they not... oh, they couldn't kill it with only 3 shots. Okay, that's why. They couldn't kill it with 3 shots. Anyway, it is what it is. General made it too strong. Yeah. Ariels, good evening, sir. We do have another encampment training project in 3 turns here from space, trying to deny a general from his opponent. Burica got pushed back by Byzantium, and I do see he's gonna need a lot more units if he actually wants to push back Byzantium altogether. We do have Joce here starting to get his swordsman, and I'm pretty sure he's trying to get those era score points going at the moment. We do have Joce on 44 out of 47, still needs 14 points to get there. With a general already recruited, he's getting more science points, and yes, he's 34 and 51 right now, getting more than double. Well, he's gonna get more than double the amount of science of his opponent, and not to mention triple the amount of culture. I do notice Apology with 32 and 36 is struggling to keep up with Tokugawa's points to the north, not to mention the city count, and I do think it's a big mistake to not keep on settling, especially in this situation. He has so many more settlers to the east and to the west to benefit from, not to mention even in the north he could try to settle another one over here right in the face of Japan, even though to be honest it's not that good of a city, so yeah. We do need to see if also Japan is going to want to poke his opponent here. He does have Mexico City already taken, and the Sandro Games is going to have a direct line opportunity to trade with Mr. Toast through the north of these mountains. We might see also a mountain tunnel being at some point created here for those trade routes to benefit from the extra gold. Yeah, we do have builders Shenet, Senna, more builders from Home Fontaine trying to get everything going, while his next door neighbor is working on the points, 29 science and 32 culture. Home Fontaine is also 29 science, but 51 culture, getting a bit more. Not to mention the production, 96 versus Andrews 77, and 112 food versus Andrews 82. I guess we can compare Egypt to Egypt, right? Yeah, looks like BaNiPouZ did manage to secure the victory against the units of Byzantium, his next door neighbor of Basil II, and Space is scrambling to get all of these back into his territory and get new ones. Looks like he's also sending a settler towards the north, and I would imagine he's going to want to set up those coastal trade routes we talked about at the beginning of the stream. Bex is saying he lost the general. Yes, that's what happened over there, but I think he I think he could have first moved it. I don't know why he didn't first move it, but maybe he didn't have the opportunity. I mean, it is what it is. Give me a second. Clicking on button here. There we go. Artemisia, Great Admiral, Harold the Navigator. I don't think it's going to be that important who has the admirals this game. We do have Theodora with the only Great Writer point a turn. I think he did finish the first theater square of the game. Looks like Mongolia 4 Great General points a turn. Theodora on 3 Great General points a turn. Byzantium, Basil II is on 3. Egypt 0, Rome 0, and I don't think Egyptians did manage to recruit one of those generals, did they? No, they did not. Japan did manage to recruit Hypatia, though. That's a scientist that will give him a free library in the district of his choosing, of course a campus district, and at the same time will give him an extra point of science on each of his libraries. With so many of these districts, campuses getting out, you can imagine he's gonna explode quite quickly with science, or acquire a lot more science quite quickly. We do have him on 63 gold a turn and 124 production. Pretty good numbers for this part of the game. Apology in the south definitely needs to get his era score, and 100% needs to get more settlers out. This is about that time when we should see players plugging in the settler card colonization and using that card to get as many settlers as possible. I would imagine it's going to be good for Apology to double his count of cities. Like, get a settler out from each of his cities and just expand. Now we do have also BaNiPouZ stabilizing his defense here, going towards the city of Amasia. We'll get the opportunity to maybe pillage a few traders and do some damage to that city center. I do see a Space is going to be pushed from the east side, but it's going to take a while until all of the Kishaks are going to get trained and of course being sent to the front line if we're going to have Basil II taken down here. This is gonna be a seriously bad situation for HOH. That's one of their big team members, and I gotta say, it's not gonna be far off from them, from Mongolia going against Andrew towards the northeast and taking him down with Kishaks. It's not gonna be long, especially since he has already the road to Volen. Yeah, we do have multiple campuses getting out of Home Fontaine cities also. I don't see him getting another wave of settlers, but of course he did manage to secure the victory on Yerevan. 2, 4, 6, 7 cities at the moment. That's a pretty good number. Also, I gotta say, this is unbelievable how fast Mr. Toast did manage to get all of these cities going. He did not let his ally put a city over here on his own coast. And that is a bit unfortunate on the city of Bradford. I think it would have been better to be one of Andrew's cities. We do have Mitla also has taken over. He did manage to deal the damage with a few horses and a slinger and did get one of those builders. I do see Mausoleum of Halicarnassus in Leeds, and to the north he does have Cardiff also to benefit from. He's starting to roll in some points here. 31 science with 53 culture, and I do see his 32 gold a turn with 117 production. It's doing quite well. DShark is a little bit behind when it comes to the production, but I gotta say they are across the board making more production than HOH, especially since Space and Andrew are not really up there with their production numbers. Who took Hypatia? It was Tokugawa. Tokugawa took Hypatia. I don't know if he activated, but I think he did. Yeah, I think he did in Okayama. Or somewhere over here, Osaka, Okayama. What is this Pingala? And okay, it's here. And that's gonna be a +6 campus. Woohoo, baby! +6 campus. Oh, so big. So big. 78 science, 76 culture. Tokugawa's pen brush and voice is shining right now. Now we do have quite a few heavy chariots getting out of the cities of BaNiPouZ, and he's gonna keep on knocking down Byzantium cities over here to the east side, or units. We do need to see if he's gonna have enough punch to go against him and take out everything he has. He did slow him down at the beginning with the settler snatch, and but he did also lose the settle, unfortunately. We do need to see how fast these K-Shakes are gonna get towards the city of Adrianople. That is the capital city of Basil II, and Space just is trying as hard as he can to get as many units out as possible, and I do see he's right now 6 turns away from engineering with 5 turns away from getting civil service. At least he's gonna get an extra +5 on these units from the military alliance. Now we do have, there we go, K-Shake arm and K-Shake factory is activated. 1, 2, 3, 4 K-Shakes getting out of the cities of Mongolia. They're gonna train their shots and efforts against Byzantium's defenses here. What do we have here? Hattusa gonna get soothed by Mr. Toes. Sandro Games is keeping Bandar Brunei, and we are starting to roll very close to the next era. 5 more turns to go. Mr. Toes Dark Age. Sandro is 10 points out from getting a golden. Space 10 points out. Andrew is 9 points out. Joce is 10 points out. BaNiPouZ is 7 points out. Apology is 5 points out. Home Fontaine is 7 points out. Whoa. Okay, quite a few more points need to be acquired here, and they're leaving it down to the wire. We do have multiple campuses finishing up this turn for Egypt, and I do see he's he already did manage to get a splendid bonus on these campuses. Now we do need to see. Wait a second, did he? No, that was a +2. This was a +2. This was a +2. Did he get any +3? I don't. Wait a second. I don't think so. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It is what it is. Anyway, it's not like Andrew is making a big military. He just got a few Marianos that are going to be good anyway, unless they're going to be one-shot by coursers here. And we're going to need to see what kind of technology Sandro Games, not Sandro Games, his opponent, Home Fontaine, will choose to go against his opponent with. We do have Home Fontaine going for his Divine Right. Actually, a lot of the players are going between Civil Service and Divine Right to try to get the last remaining points for the era score. A lot of the times, if you don't actually get Divine Right, you might not get the golden age. Looking at the city states, I did also notice we do have Andrew keeping Cardiff, and Joce is keeping Volan. Volan over here to the southeast did allow him to get some economy going at the beginning of the game, and he still is making a lot of gold. 72 gold a turn with 113 production, 54 science and 60 culture. Looks like it's the force is strong with this one. You do need to see how much damage his K-Shakes are doing against the horses of his opponents. They are already 50 strength against the 45, and I'm pretty sure Joce over here is going to be happy putting as much pressure on space as possible, especially since he knows from the other side Joce is BaNiPouZ is gonna follow up with an attack with his knights against his opponent. Unfortunately, no crusade on him. We did have a safety settler being sent to the north, and yes, we do see that space is managing to get him to the borders of England pretty soon. We're going to need to see if he's going to be defended here by England. Mr. Toast is getting a settler of his own towards the southwest of Birmingham, and I would imagine space is going to want to settle in the north of England before he dies. That still requires him to get a lot of time going, a lot of movement going. 1, 2, 3, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to settle. 12 turns to settle. It is not impossible that he will lose his empire before he gets that settler to the north. And I think that's actually the closest one, right? 12 turns to settle. Is this closer? Like this over here? I don't think so. Let's check it. Let's take a quick pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it is close. 7, 8, 9. 9 or 10. 9 or 10. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, let's take a look at the last score here. We do have Mr. Toast staying clean. Sandro Games is 4 points out. Looks like he's getting a theater square here. Is that a +3? No, it's a +2. We do have a Great Bath also getting out from Osaka. That should be fine. It's fine. Wait. Homme Fontaine mean? That's a good question. What does Homme Fontaine? I think it's an actor. Isn't it an actor or something? Gonzakimbo, good evening, sir. How are you doing? Also, do we have anybody answering this question? I have no idea. What home should mean man, but fountain, what? Fontaine is like a fountain or something? I have no idea. I mean, I have an idea, but I don't know exactly. Give me a second. Homme Fontaine. Fountain Man. Yes, that's it. Fountain Man. That's what it's meant to be. Well, I guess, you know, it makes sense with Ramses the second over here with the floodplains to have a lot of fountains also. It is what it is. And we got him with the libraries getting out. Industrial zones also. Easy +4 over there. More campuses finished, and he is starting to put the units on the west side. I do also notice Mongolia is sending his traders towards his ally, towards Homme Fontaine, and these might get pillaged. He doesn't have any kind of units that are gonna stop those traders from getting pillaged. And yes, we do have Andrew with a few horses and some Marianos that could quickly get their wheels going on those traders. I do also notice we do have Apology here getting some settlers moving towards the west side, and he did start up one Colosseum in the city of Aquileia. He's gonna get quite a few amenities with that, and of course he did manage to build the Temple of Artemis earlier from that city center. Finally also doing the damage against Bandar Brunei, about to take it down. He did lose a lot of the horse's health doing so though. We do have new units from space arriving in Amasia, and yes, I do see that BaNiPouZ is pushing him with knights pretty soon, which are gonna deal more than enough damage to take down the horses of his opponent. I gotta say, usually with Byzantium, you do want to have allies that are gonna get a religion so you can kill it, so you can get the extra +2 taxes straight. Well, if they do manage to kill entirely space over here, oh, anything can happen, right? Yeah, we do have Keshex also pushing into Adrianople, getting the spears out. I do see Space is defending himself with a few archers and only 3 horses. He does have a general, but that might not be enough. That will not be enough, especially with how many Keshex are getting out of Joce's territory. Of course, Joce also has a scout to the north, which is keeping an eye out what Egypt is doing, while I'm pretty sure there's going to be an attack being prepared over here from the Fountain Man on the west of Sena. I do notice he will need to start moving his units to protect the trade routes of Mongolia, and he's not doing so right now. He might not get the information that's happening over there. In the era score screen, I do see Sandro Games did manage to secure his golden age. We still have 9 points. Yeah, 9 points needed for Mr. Toast to get there. Space is going to need 10 points. Andrew is 4 points out, and I do notice next time he's going to get a Padana, while he's going to get new campuses at the same time. This is going to be a +2. Swenet is he already got a +4 anyway here, so it's fine. Now we do have also Joce with 7 points out. He already did manage to get the Ordo and the Keshek. That's 8 points that he managed to acquire. Doesn't have that much time to get I want to say anything else, and we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to get those points. He's already in monarchy. He got his unique stuff. I don't know, man. By the looks of it, he's getting intelligence agency next turn, and that will allow him to put the plug a spy in Byzantium's territory, allowing him to get that extra intel on opponents' movements. 4 turns for ancient walls to finish in Adrianople. I'm sure these Kesheks are going to go through the defenses very, very quickly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, oh man, these Kesheks are just, whoa. They don't even care about the horses. They're just there for the treats, you know. They don't care about the horses of his opponent. Why would they care, right? Anyway, apologies, managing to secure his golden age. BaNiPouZ secured his golden age. We got Fontaine also securing his golden age, while on the other side, it does seem like space will have a significant issue. We did have Mr. Toes managing to secure his golden age at the same time. A very long trip for space here to get his settler somewhere safe, and we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to keep his borders intact before he's actually gonna be taken out from the game. Adrianople is probably gonna fall before these ancient walls are gonna finish. We do have space giving up on defending that city center and moving towards Ansira. I do notice there are so many knights going against that city center. I have a really big doubt he's gonna manage to make it. Anyway, I do see he did plug in Victor in that city center to get an extra +3 defense, and of course he does have a general, but still, knights versus horses. This is what it is. Now, El Risetralos is a death sentence proven yet again. Not wrong. I mean, I can only say one thing, Machiavelli. Escort your settlers. That's it. That's it. That's all you need to do. Escort your settlers, you know. Femme Fontaine, woman. Okay. Scribus. Okay. I think that's a bit too much info. Too much info, man. Too much info. Let me get back the chats over here. Fontaine, which is an original Dutch city now in South Africa, means a fountain of flowers. An amazing name. That is good. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Also, isn't Fountain Man a book or something? I don't know. I do see Adrianople is taken down immediately, and you can see, I'm pretty sure space right now is definitely thinking if he should settle in place or keep going, because if he settles in place, there's no army from England that could save him. And yes, we do have BaNiPouZ moving nice towards the north, and it seems like he's gonna get a stab at that city center. Yeah, we do have Omasia also running out of horses to defend himself very quickly. I'm pretty sure these knights, after they did manage to get all of their clumpiness going against that city center, they're gonna start bumping against the horses and taking them down. We do have Adrianople, the original capital of Basil II, being taken down. A follow-up attack after he did lose his settler at the beginning. And we do have also Andrew managing to get a few settlers out and about towards the west side. He still needs to do quite a bit of catching up to his next door neighbor, to Homme Fontaine. While we do have more production numbers over here on Homme Fontaine, Andrew is slowly catching up. 108 versus 137. The stats are definitely much better on Ramses II. While I do see Apology with his 47 science and 61 culture has serious issues keeping out Tokugawa from the game. Tokugawa is exploding with 143 science and 94 culture. He did roll Hypatia earlier, getting more of these campuses and theater squares from his city center. This is Sandro, man. It's Sandro. This guy might... I gotta say, guys, what are the chances that we will have Sandro saying, guys, I'm gonna take them all? Just stay alive. Just one of you stay alive for the military alliance, and I'm gonna take them all. Take the whole map. What are the chances of that happening? Extras also, he shouldn't have been able to take a city of Theodora, but yeah, true. I think that was quite a bit of a pain, but yeah, to take that city center from Theodora. Anyway, we got a World Congress going. We do need to, let me see, minus this. Preserves and okay. Hello. We're gonna have a pause of 2 minutes and we're gonna come back. I go you preserve. You and then go B. Okay. So be back in 2. Okay, so let's see the attacks and what happened in the World Congress, especially since we can take a look at the era score here. It looks like space did stay in the normal age, while we did have also Joce staying in the normal age. Very hard for him to actually get the remaining points, but he's gonna put everything he can into taking down space as quickly as possible. Yes, the space is trying to get out of there, and we do have BaNiPouZ moving his knights towards the northwest. We're going to need to see him taken down. MS Dolosaur, good evening, sir. We do have, well, he can say, a 1% chance, knowing Sandro. He's already whining and being a defeatist because Byzantium died. Oh no, do his own skill issue? I don't know about that. He's a known student of School of Civ Psychology. yeah, I guess you can call it that. I think, to be honest, Sandro Games is in his own territory here. In his own league, I should say. We do have foreign ministry coming up in 4 turns, and yes, we do have Sandro getting to improve most of his territory and getting so much more science than his allies or opponents. Looks like Apology next to him with 54 and 84 still has a lot to catch up. Mr. Toast did switch to a free inquiry golden age, only benefiting from 78 science and 45 culture. His harbors are just not amazing, not giving him those adjacency points. We do have Sandro Games also with 147 science and 111 culture, 200 production already. Did manage to get quite a few cities out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna pull something out of his hat in the next few turns over here. And we do have also Andrew with 52 science and 48 culture. They choose to go for the pen brush and voice golden age, still on 5 cities, but he's getting 1, 2. That's it. Oh no, a third one. He's one turning that from Racket. Okay, 3 more settlers. Now we do have Joce, also 78 science with 43 culture, a normal age unfortunately, but he did manage to take Adrianople, his next door city's capital, and not to mention he's on the way to taking Ansira. Do we have? No, we don't have vision from this knight over here. BaNiPouZ is gonna want to get that going, and he might discover Byzantium settle, the safety settler. We don't have units coming up from Mr. Toes, that many of them to protect against Byzantium, and we're going to need to see how fast space can be taken down, especially with the amount of Keshiks that are coming in from the south. You can imagine these cities are not going to stand tall for long. Now we do have also BaNiPouZ with 47 science and 50 culture. He's Managing to get these knights. Oh, there we go. He discovered that he saw it, and the space is gonna want to. Oh no, is he gonna settle? He's gonna settle, isn't he? He doesn't have a choice other than settling. Oh, that city's dead. That city's dead. I mean, is it? We got Grandmaster Chapel. How much faith? 53 faith. That's not enough. I'm pretty sure BaNiPouZ would need to deploy at least 1 or 2 more knights to help this out. If this city settles. If the city settles. Now we do have Spearman also getting out. Asia can be hit next turn by 2 knights, but not enough damage will be done to take that city over. Ansira is already being put under siege with the help of BaNiPouZ horse from the north, while these Kesheks are taking down very quickly the Byzantine army. We do have Joce with the ability to attack the city center this turn. We do also need, but he's not going to take it down this turn. Now we do also need to see if he's going to start repositioning armies towards the east side, since he did just lose one of his traders to Andrew. He stepped on it and got it, man. He got the princess. Who's gonna take the princess back from Andrew? Ave Machiavelli is saying he does have a choice. He can write GG. Yeah, that is, I mean, if you call that a choice, sure. Also, Sandro is known. Okay, people don't tend to change at all. So even though I don't play much with him, I always know what to expect from him. Yeah, sure. You're not wrong there. I miss hearing Jack scream. I don't miss that at all, to be honest. Clock Civ, good evening, sir. Nutria, Basil feeding Theodora free holy city. Yeah, just an extra easy +2 over here. Oh, wait. Whoa. Wasn't this one? What's the holy city of Shinto? What's the holy city of Shinto? Well, I guess it is what it is. It's still gonna convert it easily, right? But the holy city of Shinto is Ansira. It's this one. Okay, he's gonna need to convert it and get that. Okay, there we go. Nicaea actually got settled. It's gonna get attacked by the knights. Yes, we do have another horse being bought there, but not enough damage being done to the knights. I'm pretty sure BaNiPouZ does need to move with this one over there. And of course, we do have some spearmen getting out of the cities of Mr. Toes. If he doesn't manage to actually get them into pikemen, these guys are kind of useless, just positioning, I guess. Now we do, yeah, we do have actually very few tiles here, but they're forcing so much gold out of their opponents here with another horse by Nicaea. They're struggling to keep up space as much as they can. They know a 4 versus 3 situation is not going to be easy to get out of. We do also need to take a look at Homme Fontaine with his pen, brush, and voice golden age. He's 76 science and 80 culture. I do see him putting more pressure, putting more economy going. What I gotta say, we do have HOH shining with their economy. We do have Andrew with Mr. Toe starting to trade here, and they are making 400 gold a turn, more than 400 gold a turn combined, while on the other side we barely have 30 plus on them. We do have BaNiPouZ with minus 38, Joce is 34, Apology is 38, and then Homme Fontaine is on 41. Not that many opportunities for them to trade with each other, especially on the water, which seriously hampers their efforts. We do need to see also the knights getting into the borders of Nicaea and smashing that city to the ground. We do have the city actually getting to rebel in 8 turns. He's plugging in the Moksha in there, and I gotta say that city is barely growing. It's one population. It's growing in 13 turns. Oh, that's a problem, especially since, yes, we do have BaNiPouZ moving to the north with another settler of his own. If he does manage to settle that city and puts more loyalty pressure on that city before it converts to the capital, ooh, that's gonna be bad. Very, very bad. In the World Congress, we did have international trade routes to Cleopatra getting the +4 gold. I'm pretty sure this is the reason they're also getting so much gold. No buildings can be created in the district, the city center. They cannot chop the walls. And I do see diplomatic victory here on Ramses II on Fontaine. Anyway, we do have quite a few traders also in the water from Mr. Toes. Most of them are actually going towards Cleopatra. He's getting his next universities, and yes, he's acquiring a lot more science points. In the meantime, he will need to face all of this big army, and he still needs to protect his teammate here, Byzantium, which did manage to get. Oh, he chopped something here of food. Okay, okay, and it looks like one of the knights did go down to the consolidated power of 2 spearmen and a pikeman. Well, it is what it is. Okay, and Sira is going down. Joce is going to finish the war. He's also going to have the opportunity to go against Plymouth or switch his direction towards Andrew. I do definitely believe this should be the choice here, going against Andrew. Oh well, it is what it is. In the meantime, he's getting his spies out, and I didn't actually see a spy into his opponent's territory yet. And we're also going to need to see if he's going to manage to get the Terracotta Army in the city of Al Malik. He does have the option to do so, and of course he's going to get that. Is he gonna get Victor III? That I don't know, because I don't see him using Victor III here. He does have a spy that did not get the promotion. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lord Gog 007, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. England could cut the way or not. Knospan Koblin. What? Wait. What are you guys talking about? This, give me a second so I can put out this. Now also Yavor, hello there, sir, and good evening. Keep up with the hustle, mate. Thank you so much, sir, and welcome. England could cut away or not. I don't know why you're asking. But couldn't he go to settle the stone in the northwest between Japan and England? Just need to survive 4 more turns or not? You're talking about this one or which style? Between England and... I mean, this would have been so far away. If you're talking about here, this would have been so far away to actually get any city here. He barely got to this one, and this was closer. And I'm pretty sure Byzantium was thinking of getting it to the north, and yeah, that's why he's getting another settler here. He's trying to stay alive, right? Rebellion in 6 turns, and oh my god, oh no, he got, oh my god. Look, is this gonna be death by rebellion? This city is rebelling in 5 turns, guys. This city is actually rebelling in 5 turns, even if it has Moksha plugged in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, Amasia getting taken down. This is the capital. Oh no, they shouldn't take this down for the next 6 turns. Like, they need to keep space. Like, force the rebellion of Nicaea. And he's gonna get this settler soon here. Next turn, or in the next 2 turns, he's gonna settle. We do have him repositioning his knights towards the northwest, letting go of Amasia, letting Joce actually have a pick at Amasia. He's gonna want to fend off the attackers, all of course the defenses of Mr. Toes, but I gotta say, only units, either melee units or ranged units, will actually go through those anti-cavs, and not his units right now. He does have Grandmaster Chapel in 1 turn, and I do see he's getting some bread and circus so he can punish Byzantium. Oh my god, I really like this bread and circus from Trebizond. This is unbelievable, man. If he does manage to roll another 1 or 2 projects, that's why he's putting so much pressure on Nicaea. If he does manage to flip this before the settler gets to settle, oh my god, he needs at least 3 turns to get there. 3 turns, and this city is flipping in 5. Oh my god, I gotta say, it's been so long since I've seen Bread of Sir. I talked about it, but it's been so long since I've seen it being used. Without zone of control, no left side, beside a couple warriors, support of England was needed there just to not let them zone of control. England holds this with a wall of anti-cavs and crossbows. He's trying. I mean, you say, yeah, he's trying to hold this, but it looks like they cannot squelch the rebellion in Byzantium. They definitely want to join their other Byzantine brothers from BaNiPouZ. They're not very happy with what's going on here, especially since Keshiks are running down through their main houses here, you know. Yeah, yes, that was what I said. He could go there earlier if England would have helped him more, even easier. Yes, if England would have helped him a little bit more, yes, he could have done a little bit more. It would have got him faster out. But I do have to say, Mr. Toast did manage to secure himself an advantage in the next part of the game, even though he might not secure the victory. Yes, we do have a problem. Byzantium here, let's see, minus 15. How many turns? How many turns? 4 turns. Okay, 4 turns. 4 turns. But it's 4 turns. Wait a second. It should be 3 turns because you see it's 46 and he's losing minus 15. Oh, wait, did he just... Oh, he just... No. Why is he saying that it's going up but is rebelling in Fontaine. Is he going up or is he rebelling in Fontaine? Because it looks like the pressure. Oh, bread and circus. You see how much of a difference this bread and circus working or not made? If he's not running bread and circus, that city stays loyal. Oh, they took the capital. Oh, they took the capital. They shouldn't have taken the capital. That's what happened. That's why the loyalty has changed over here. They took the They took Amasia, which was the new capital, which had the most loyalty. Oh well, it is what it is. Yeah. He changed the cosme. No. They took the capital. That's what happened. So he's getting extra era score, loyalty because of the capital. It's very hard to flip a capital. It's not impossible, but very hard to flip a capital. Anyway, we do have some archers showing up here, and of course with the arrival of the K6, he's gonna do quite a bit of damage against English units, especially since England doesn't have a general. We do have these promoted K6 of Mongolia with 61 strength against the pikemen 60, and I gotta say they're gonna get the level 2s pretty soon here. Now we do also see new encampments are getting out from Mongolia's new acquired cities, and he's gonna get his Diplo quarter for the points. They will have a bit of an advantage in the World Congress, but I gotta say in the game they are starting to lose the grips on it. We do have a serious advantage on Sandro Games Tokugawa with 213 science and 146 culture, 200 production. He's managing to shine there. I do have to also point out Apology did finish his industrial zones, and he's now benefiting from 260 production, more than Sandro Games, but he still has a lot to go to acquire the science. We do have him with Colosseum finished also for the extra amenities in his cities, and of course he's getting the extra bonus from the happy citizens. He's gonna quickly build up his library count, his campus count, and his universities so he can get that science going. There's quite a bit of a difference and a discrepancy when it comes to the total science acquired. You can see that Sandro Games is double the amount of science that Apology has total acquired from the beginning of the game, with a bit of an extra on the culture. Is not that big of a difference, I would say, in the culture screen at the moment. We do have samurais also protecting Sandro Games city of Osaka, while I do see there's nothing to worry from BaNiPouZ on his side. Now we do need to see how much Joce is going to want this city, and I'm pretty sure the space is just going to keep on settling out, and now the pressure is on for Mr. Toast to get the defense going against Mongolia, and I still think this is a strategic mistake. Instead of sending the units towards Egypt, he's sending quite a few units towards his opponent here. Well, I guess it is what it is. He already had them here. It's very hard to actually go back. Now we do have another wave of units getting out of his cities, multiple K6, and they are gonna face off Egyptian defenders in between the mountains. He's taking down the scout and moving with the K6 forward, getting some general points in the meantime because of Volan. Another spy is getting out from Xanadu, and we do have a spy being plugged in, rocketed, getting the listening post for the extra intel on opponents' movements. We do have 12 intel on opponents' movements on the K6 against Andrew. Andrew is going to quickly need to go towards printing and of course get his own spy out, and I do see he's barely getting gunpowder in 2 turns. Andrew here with 85 science and 67 culture, he definitely needs a bigger army to fend off his attackers. He's trying to get knights, but he can't really use all of the all of his newly settled cities for that. 21 turns to get the knight out, that's just not enough. In 5 turns he's gonna get the magnets. He does have a few chops that he could use to get units out, and from the east side we do have Homme Fontaine putting a few of these courses on the battlefield with Mariano Chet archers, but this does not look like a warring army. I'd also want to say Ramses II does have very low numbers of science, especially like compared to Mr. Toes and Sandro here. Very low numbers, very low numbers. What is happening here? And I see I'm getting attacked. We do have a horseman core in that city center. Okay, Keshek's not really doing that much. They're starting, but not really doing that much. They're barely scratching the pikemen. That was the mistake here, taking over Amasia. That was the mistake. If they didn't take over Amasia, there was a serious chance they would have flipped Nicaea before Iconium got settled, and they could have taken Amasia right after Nicaea flipped. You know, they just needed to synchronize a little bit their moves better. Okay, we do have Joce also needing to go through the chokes here. Looks like Andrew is going to need to split his units between the east and the west. And I gotta say, at the moment, Fontaine is not putting enough pressure on his opponent to be a nuisance here. He can definitely do some damage, especially with the Corsair against these Marionette Chariot Archers. He can two-shot them easily or even one-shot them if they're low HP. While I gotta say, he did manage to recruit a general. Ethelfled is up in Senna, while he is also benefiting from Governor Victor bonuses, getting his universities for the extra science. Still has so much to catch up. Sandro Games is an Penbash and voice. That science is his 234 science. Now looking at what's going on here, looks like Theodora did manage to get Hildegard of Bingen for the extra science from the district for the holy site adjacency. We do have an extra trader here on Mongolia, free trader actually, trader for Rome and a trader for Mongolia. So 2 traders on Mongolia, 1 trader on Rome. They did manage to snatch both of them on the DShark team. Okay, Sandro Games getting knights out. He might prepare himself for an attack with Queen Asir against his opponent. He's getting his printing out next turn. Nationalism in 4. While I do see a few pre-builds getting out from the cities of Rome here, moving to the north. He's also getting campus research projects, trying to get as close as possible to Ibn Khaldun and Newton. And by the looks of it, we did have Ibn Khaldun showing up here with England on 44 points. Rome is for 74. Japan is 21. Mongolia is on 6. Okay. Wow. Wow. I think this is a bit too much for Mr. Toes. There are so many units here. K-Shakes with knights sprinkled in. Yeah. Okay. And Nicaea is getting hit by trebuchet. That city is going to slowly go down if that trebuchet is not taken care of. And yes, there is a possibility to attack the knight and take it out from that tile. Is he going to do it though? We don't have an encampment from England from what I can see. So he doesn't really have the opportunity to get some projects rolling for his general though, and that's gonna first of all take away an extra movement from these crossbows, and second of all, well, not gonna get the extra +5 points. He's also getting pushed in the city of Plymouth, and I'm pretty sure Egypt here is gonna get pushed also. We do have a few knights that are getting deployed, but these are not gonna be enough. The K-Shakes triple shot knights with no issue, especially if they do have a general next to them. 62 versus 55 of the knight, that's just not gonna be enough. We do have some pikemen also getting out, but I guess it's still gonna slow down Andrew, whatever happens here. His economy is booming, and unless they take care of the city of Bradford, it's gonna be very hard to stop with the economic numbers of Holiday on Highlands. And we do have a mass expansion of science here on Home Fontaine, while Apology did get to 142 and 142 in the last few turns, and 122. You can imagine having so many campus research projects does give him an opportunity to get these going. I do see Japan is also getting a lot of projects rolling. 95 great scientist points. He will have Ibn Khaldun or bust. I gotta say he will need to choose if he wants to pick or pass. I think Andrew is higher in slot than we do have... oh no, Apology, there we go. Apology got it. And he's gonna give Isaac Newton to his opponent. Okay, well, I guess he does have a Colosseum. We do have him building up 3 libraries at the same time with new campuses, and I do see another university. Looking at the production numbers, he did manage to get ahead of Sandro, and that's going to pose an issue for Sandro Games. He did stop settling cities here and gets a lot more units out. I'm pretty sure he's worried about BaNiPouZ. Alright, city of Nicaea gonna get attacked here by the trebuchet again, and there's no chance. I don't think there's a chance of being taken over next turn. I think it's still gonna take a few, at least one more hit from the trebuchet, like 2 after this. Okay. Oof. Well, I guess pike and shots coming out to the fight is gonna switch a little bit the dynamic of this war, and I see it's still gonna be taken down, but we're gonna need to see if these K-Shakes are gonna be successful against the pike and shots. I doubt it, especially with the crossbows behind them. We do need to see also how fast BaNiPouZ and Joce do manage to get to a higher strength unit. We got the siege tactics in 2 turns from Joce and the humanism in 2 turns, while I do see Mongolia is also managing to push a little bit Plymouth, well, with the arrival of the Pikishes, that's also gonna stop. Joce's K-Shakes are getting into the borders of Egypt and forcing him to get as many units out as possible. Andrew is on 85 cents and 866, being slowed down in his development because of this attack. We do have Homme Fontaine from the east side just pushing in a little bit to say hello and not really to take over cities. And of course, with the extra science that's going to come out from Ramses II, he will do quite well in the next part of the game, especially if he needs to take out Andrew. I gotta say, the next door neighbor of Japan over here is going to be a hard nut to crack here. Apology to the south is going to need to get an army prepared in Velitre to defend against his opponent's units, especially since, yes, Sandro Games is going to get out of his borders and try to get on Velitre city. We do need Apology to invest some more into his heavy chariots to get out here. I'd also notice BaNiPouZ is actually going to use his missionaries to spread his religion around. He did get cross-cultural dialogue for the extra science, and the economy still doesn't look great on Saint DShark. Definitely doesn't look great. It's kind of bad, actually. Anyway, off that Piking shot upgrade hurts. Yeah, and it was such a good moment. He got it upgraded, and then he got attacked by one of the knights of Byzantium, basically died against that Piking shot. Yeah. Anyway, Nicaea does look like it's going to be taken down, and then only Iconium is going to remain. I gotta also say Mr. Toast is only 4 turns away from getting ballistics, or 2 turns if Sandro Games is gonna boost him there. It's gonna be a much stronger unit to handle the field cannons getting promoted here in Mr. Toast's territory. Are gonna push back the Knights of Byzantium hands down, but it looks like he couldn't save the city of Byzantium. We do have Iconium getting the new capital title, and yes, Governor Victor is established over there. He's trying to get a hippodrome in 5, while I do have to say BaNiPouZ still has quite a few units to move to the north. It will need some support help from Joce to allow him to get the units over here and moving forward, while Joce still does some damage against Mr. Toast. We do need to see what's the success rate over here of his attack against Andrew. Good reaction from Andrew to close the chokes with as many pikemen as possible. He's gonna deal... he's not gonna deal enough damage. Actually, the knights are stronger than the pikemen because there's no spy from Andrew in his next door neighbor. There's no spy. You see, no spy. Plus 12 intel, that is deadly. Like, look. These 2 K-Shakes, bam, bam, and then the knight attack, bam, and yeah, that's it. And look at that. Look at that damage. The pikeman can barely scratch the knight. Whoa. Anyway, in the meantime, yes, we do have Apology dropping down in science because he did not finish his projects. We do have him getting a wave of universities after he finishes libraries, and he still has quite a few tiles to improve, getting his feudalism builders out and getting his knighters also out. I do see new harbors in and some amphitheaters. The city of Velitre is going to get attacked, and unfortunately I doubt that he has enough units to defend this. Yes, Velitre is not that easy to attack into, but I'm sure Sandro Games will find a way with spies getting off from Okayama, with the ability to get next turn Cuirassiers. I can imagine Sandro Games is gonna have a much stronger unit than Apology can withstand. Printing next turn from Apology, nationalism in 4, he's gonna get the core ability, and I gotta say, if he doesn't manage to get more units in the front of Velitre in the next 3 turns over here, I would imagine Sandro Games is gonna take that city. Okay, we got the K-Shakes making a line towards Byzantium. Byzantium did get attacked, but again, more gold being invested in space, so he stays alive in the game. Now, I gotta say, space is probably the least of their problems. Andrew is gonna be a big problem here. As in, Andrew's gonna die, and that is like their economy right here, right? All of these. Okay, looks like Andrew is starting to lose his pikemen with the plus 12 K-Shakes doing the damage here. Joce is getting into the... oh my god, into the trader line. He's getting into the trader line. So many traders are left exposed here. He's also moving a few new Keshiks towards the northeast and training some more, trying to get the science. The campus is going. Mr. Toast did arrive at ballistics and he's upgrading his field cannons. While we don't have that many units from BaNiPouZ and Joce managing to get into Iconium borders, so we're going to need to see if these are going to be enough. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 knights, with one of them relatively low HP, and of course a general, while we do have only 3 Keshiks. Oh, look at these units. Are they actually going east, or where are they going? Where are these units going? They're just sitting there. Okay, just sitting there, getting some promotions. Oh, level 2 Keshiks taken down here. Mr. Toes not wasting the opportunity of doing the shots against a weak HP unit. Yeah, Knosman Goblin already calling out the GG. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a GG right here, right now, right? It will take a while, especially since Sandro gains managing to get such an overwhelming damage against, or I should say, overwhelming stats against any of his opponents. He managed to push in through Apology series and take him down entirely, man. Sandro Games is back, boys. He's back. Okay. It's gonna be hard for BaNiPouZ to come back in after this, but anyway, we do have 8 more turns until the next World Congress, and I do see with the units that Mr. Toast is putting on the front line, he will probably stop any kind of attack after this. He's not gonna allow any kind of reinforcements. They do need to take care of this at the moment. They're trying to do so. Let's see Joce here. Come on, Joce, can you do it? Can you do it? He needs to take out horse. Let's see. Level 2 Keshig. 61 strength horse. Is he gonna try to get the settler? He's probably gonna try to get the settler, isn't he? Is he? No. Anyway, that would be interesting. Now we do have Butto. Okay, getting back. It's one tile. It looks like he pushed back his opponent from getting into the trader line, and it's not like we have a lot more units to use here. Definitely, Andrew is putting more effort into getting his army going. He did manage to get 758 military strength, while Homme Fontaine did get a half effort attack against Swenet and Mendes. It does seem like Andrew did figure that out and reposition his units towards the west. I do also notice Egypt is getting his Diplo quarter going for those extra Diplo points, and looking at the first one, Homme Fontaine did manage to roll the first points with 4 out of 20 right now. He might have the opportunity to get the next one also. We're going to need to see how they split these Diplo favor points. Space actually doesn't have any Diplo favor points. Interesting. He's on 5 Diplo right now. But I guess there's enough Diplo on the others to balance that out. Oh, maybe he actually gave his Diplo away because he thought he's gonna die and then he didn't die. Oh, I see another timer has been chopped over here. And to be honest, it doesn't seem like this is gonna go down. Like, I seriously doubt this city is gonna go down. It's a 60 strength city. We do have piking shots that are gonna come from the lands of England. And there we go. We just had a another Tagma taken here. And Mr. Toes also has field cannons then. So yeah, I don't think anything is gonna happen anymore there. Do we have new cities from Joce? No, he's trying to get the science going, and I do see he's finishing up his Diplo quarter in Adrianople. Byzantium is gonna get his +2 here from converting Adrianople to his religion, while I do have to point out Mongolia did get a religion just for the sake of getting a religion. Jesuit education and defender of the faith. Wait. Did he just get a +4 taxes because of this? Adrianople? Oh my god. Looked like a GG, but then all the Egypt units popped out. Yeah. I mean, Egypt, it is, you know, it is what it is. 204 production, Egypt. I gotta say, on this side, these are the only numbers that actually help out DShark here, with so much more production on their side than we do have on HOH. Not only they do have still a member of their team alive and kicking, but yeah. Ooh, Sandro Games pushing through Velitre. He might actually take down Apology and force a concede vote. We do have courses coming up from multiple cities of Apology. He underestimated the resolve of Sandro Games to push into him, and I do see with a level 2 field cannon core, he did manage to do so much damage against the units defending that city center. I did say if he's not putting his units in front of that city is gone, and looks like it is gone. Okay, one more time. Yeah, he's gonna get this city anyway. He's gonna settle it next turn. It's fine. Non-freshwater city, and the Iconium is still not gonna die. I find it extremely doubtful this city is gonna die. But yeah, I mean, sure, they can still pressure their opponents. They can still get some pillages going. They're still forcing Mr. Toast to buy some units here, investing into Byzantium to buy the units and stay alive. While Joce is going to put more pressure. It looks like they did find the economic lifeline of their opponents here, but they can't get to it. I gotta say, all of these hills did allow Joce to have a faster way to get to Egypt, but it's not securing him any kind of major advantage. I still believe if he would have gone through the Volen way towards Edfu, he would have had a much easier time to attack into the Egyptian units. Maybe even get some support from Egypt on the east side. Well, anyway, it is what it is. When I saw that it's more like love or something. Oh, I see. I wanted to send an email that says that I didn't say it but haven't found one. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, this is the first time I actually see this big one. Lol. Anyway, that seemed like Sandro Games also with his advantage in size. He's going for his refining in 2 turns. He's not going to be that far off tanks, but Apology is going to be very far off tanks. Military science in 2 turns, nationalism in 1, while he is losing every unit that he's putting out on to fight over here his opponent. It does seem like this push is unstoppable. Yeah, Iconium is not dying. It was a good effort, but no. He needed at least 2 more knights here. Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. It's not like he had more units in Sinop at that moment in time. And looking at the tech side here, or I should say the yield stab, we do have them with a bit of a problem with it when it comes to science. Well, BaNiPouZ is 86 science. We do have Joce on 122. Apologies 158 and 148, but he might actually lose his whole empire because of Sandro Games pushing from the north. Looks like we got somebody pausing. Oh, maybe it was a bug or something. Pause, unpause. Anyway, 5 more turns until the next World Congress. Is not that important to have the Golden Age in the next one, but I'm pretty sure that they will want to get some benefits from Reform the Coinage. They could benefit a little bit from Monumentality, especially these faith-going civilizations. Now, we do see that Space is 64 out of 73. He has 9 more points to go. We got Joce on 88 out of 84. He's over the necessary threshold, but he was in a normal age, so I guess it's normal to get more points in this one. BaNiPouZ is 85, but he does need 96, so he's 11 points out from getting the next one. Now, while Apology is going Dark Age, looks like also Fontaine is going Dark Age. I would definitely say that Joce would have benefited from being in a Dark Age this era, but he just couldn't get it, unfortunately. Ziltek, good evening, sir. What have you missed? The takeover of the Basil II Empire by Theodora, by Mongolia. We did have a settler snatch also on Basil II at the beginning of the game, which was awesome. By the way, you gotta look back. And now everybody's trying to take out Basil II, like push him out of the game here. And it does seem like with the efforts of Mr. Toes, he's gonna keep away these pesky Kesheks of Joce and of course the units of BaNiPouZ from the south. Yeah, we did have an attack going on also in the southeast of Andrew, southwest of Andrew. Joce is pushing him with some Kesheks, and he did get some knights going, but it looks like with the appearance of the packet shots on the defense of Andrew, now the Kesheks of Joce are just GTFOing out of there. We do have a secondary wave of units going towards the city of Bradford, and they are trying to go into the trader lines. I gotta say, man, if you would be fast to, I would say, embark and disembark, it would be so fun to see them disembarking into the territory of Mitla and taking that city away from his opponent. And we do need to see if Homme, Fontaine and Apology are going to manage to keep up with the necessary score. But I gotta say, with the takeover of the Roman Empire, I believe their carry is gone. Because their carry is gone, I find it extremely doubtful they will have enough strength, especially since there's so much more gold on their opponent and they are not making that much. And we do have Apology still with the most production in the game, 315 points, while he cannot get that many more units, or can he get there? I don't know, because it looks like these Corsair cores can definitely hold their own against the cuirassiers of their opponents, but not against the field cannons. Like the second these field cannon cores start shooting, Corsair are gonna die. And yes, we do have cuirassier cores here, which are gonna be much stronger. So all in all, it does seem like Sandro does have this in the bag here, or at least the victory against Rome. Man, Sandro Games, man, the impact of one man on a team, unbelievable. Well, wait, always if I minimize Twitch, it resets my quality settings and I have to reload watching with mobile on Chromecast. Anybody got the same bad thing going on? Like if I one time check other app, I need to load Twitch streams. Oh, really? Watching with mobile on Chromecast? I don't think I watched mobile with Chromecast before on Twitch. I mean, I'm watching on mobile, but I'm not with Chromecast. Chromecast is that device that you put next to the PC, right? You get information and it puts it on the TV, right? And you can use like you can use it like a secondary CPU basically for the and storage space. Is it storage space? I don't think it's storage space. It's just basically like a secondary CPU. Yeah. Rome may have built all those these great wonders, but someone else will enjoy. Yeah, and looks like he keeps on going, getting that forbidden city in the city of Cume, while Sandro Games is gonna feast in the lands of Puteoli here. We do have Sandro Games getting his cords up, and I do see him moving up his units, getting as many pillages as possible, and getting in those points. We do have him with a possible 2 attacks against the city of Puteoli, and with the ability to take that away from his opponent. Unfortunately, that's exactly where his spy is, and he needs to move that out. I'd also notice we do have some Byzantine missionaries getting in here, trying to get something done, while Sandro Games is going to put some units towards Seleucia. He might actually push BaNiPouZ here at the same time, or no, he's going to take Syria. He's just going to be, you know, taking down his opponent with one city at a time. And of course, tanks are soon going to follow. We got stealing 2 turns here from Sandro Games. He already got refining, starting to acquire the oil on his side, while he's doing the damage against Apology. Another city falls without that much of a defense. Andrew still complaining about his bad results over here. Why you blame map? Why you blame map? I guess it's always the map's fault, you know. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's not that wrong, but yeah. Can't really use that as an excuse every time, you know. Yeah, no, I can, but I have to set and minimize and open the app again. Okay. And we got a GG being called out, and it looks like we got a victory here being achieved by somebody which I must not be named. Who did call out the GG? It was Joce putting up the GG over here. HOH getting a victory against their opponents with, I gotta say, Sandro Games, big MVP in the game, big comeback in the community over here. Amazing, congratulations to him. Tokugawa, who would have thought he's gonna get Tokugawa and win? Oh my god, wait, we got the earthquake, guys. I'm sorry, we actually got an earthquake in Romania. What the I just felt everything move. Give me a second. Uh-oh. I mean, I really hope he's not gonna do more. Yeah, it's Anyway, let's actually get into the post-game chat, and I'm gonna take a look at that as well, because it looks like there's no after something. Uh-oh. Let me see where the post-game chat is being held. Whoa. Going so much. Okay.
GG.
Yeah, that's like
Thank you for
Yeah,
reloading.
GG, well played.
GG, guys.
Andrew, complain some more about the land, about the amenities. Let's go. Come on.
It's
Tell
all.
us.
It's. I mean, I'm just saying. I look at the resources screen. It seems like no one has Luxes actually.
Oh my god.
Like no one in the game.
How did you have time in the game to do all of those moves and check your opponents for amenities?
Andrew, can I ask one question? Is Marie...
But before you ask, let me say it's the first time I've ever played Egypt.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
I just want to ask, like, is Mariano somehow related to amenities, or why did you have like 6 of them in your land?
I don't know. I see Ramses suddenly go to like 250 military strength just randomly, and I'm sitting at like 70. I'm like,
Okay.
Hello?
I'm like,
Okay,
Hello?
see.
Hello?
What's your opinion
Hello?
on Tokugawa?
I knew you were gonna say this. Oh my god. I don't think that. No, I mean you played well, but you just make the Civ look good. I don't think it's that great.
I think it's OP.
It's okay. Yeah.
Nah. how is it
Sandro,
I think it's the best suit in the game.
would you
I
have
was
taken the map 1 versus 4, man?
How much gold with Toku?
What?
How much gold did you make?
100, but then I started making units, and
Yes.
I'm minus. No, I'm not minus. I'm at plus 50 because I have Waller Throne.
Yeah, England with Egypt were making like 500 between them. They didn't have an issue there. Yeah. That economic trade
Close
zone.
by,
is so... yeah. All of those traders passing by your units there.
Yeah, if it's a bit earlier, it doesn't.
That's my
pass.
bad.
all the money gets invested into
By the way, I have tanks in 5 or 4.
yes.
Nice congress,
Probably.
guys. Nice congress.
Yes.
I bought like 2 settlers. I bought 2 settlers, yeah, to escape.
Guys, on shit spawn, I managed to pull this out.
What shit spawn? Your B2,
Shit spawn.
your B3 has double 3 to banana with culture tiles. Hello.
Yeah, but 6 turns. I need to get their 6 turns. And
Oh,
the other
6
guy,
turns.
Look at
It's
the guy on the other side. Look at the guy on the other side. Hello?
Yeah, what about him?
I
at
was
this
so surprised
Look at
BaNiPouZ
the
didn't
stones.
settle the stone. I was so surprised.
Yeah.
Like that, he should have settled the stone that got everything.
Ah, yes.
I don't know, Sandro. You go internal Civ, a lot of stats, no production, no gold. I don't think that Civ is so OP.
What do
Like,
you mean no production?
you have no production, no?
Have you checked my spawn,
does.
dude? I have 5
Andrew,
houses on my cap.
Andrew has more production than you. Hello.
I have 5
Wait,
houses on my
do I
cap.
actually? Wait.
Yes.
What's
Is
my
it
production?
Minaki Andy? Hello?
Dude, he had 10 culture on turn 35, and he has more production than you, and you tell me the Civ is OP.
What?
that.
You only need
Who
stats.
cares about fraud? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, if I'm not worrying, I just go industrial setup and then I have more production everyone else. Okay?
Yeah, but you have no gold.
What do you mean?
You have. What do you mean? What do
I
I
have
mean?
no gold because I have no conscription card in. Hello?
You have Warlord's Throne and you're minus gold. Hello.
I don't have conscription card then.
Why did you go Warlords, by the way? Is it for strategics or
I
why
don't
did
know.
you do it?
Then
That's
when
bullshit.
you can't really
Only-
say he didn't have gold when his teammates were making 500 gold a turn.
And he pillaged like 1k last turn, so I don't know.
Yeah,
If
I
it's not
mean,
for Egypt
you know.
and Vicky, then
Why do you even have to make gold? Arabia makes no gold, but Arabia can win the game.
Yeah,
bro.
it's the same with other nations specialized like this.
No, I don't think so. Like Arabia is also not really picked, is it?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah,
Except
so
for maybe
let's
on
see
How is it
prediction.
How's
Yeah,
your home minus 10?
I do need to finish up the prediction. Let's actually take a look at this. Congratulations to HOH. Oh my god, 23%. Oh my god. Okay, complete the prediction over here. Let's actually take a look at what's going on here also in the chat of YouTube. Oh, Inside Ife. Hello there, ma'am. How are you doing? Long time no see. Also, let's it looks like actually it was a 50-50 on YouTube. You guys actually put a lot more on Holiday or Highlands, but I gotta say you did have a lot more time to put the pressure there, to put the things going. So I'm gonna end this poll as well, and let's actually keep on taking a hit at this shouting match of how Tokugawa is good or not good after this performance.
Then like I have like a guy.
Sandro,
Nice
look
horse.
at the hit.
I do have to say it's basically Sandro Games playing Tokugawa, making it shine. You gotta take that into account. Sandro Games is a very good player.
Like 4.5, he's in my cap. Like, what is this?
Come on, Sandro.
Well, this Kublai spawn, by the way, so OP. Triple horse.
I just
No,
have
actually,
horses.
5 horses. Look at that. Look at that. 5
Five.
horses.
Yes, 5.
Whoa. And he lost on this spawn.
GG to me.
Look at
Why are
Sandro.
you
Stop
building
flame.
industrial
Stop flame.
camps?
Stop flame.
Like by flames somehow.
Why flame?
Wait, Odin's chamber and Kublai, what the fuck?
Why not?
Wow, sus. I think Waller Tone is better.
You did Warlord on Tokugawa, dude.
Yeah? And who won?
Did I play?
It's the new meta, the hidden meta.
Sure.
Meta shift. Audience is shit now.
Hmm?
Audience is shit.
Yeah, I know.
I think if I do better setup here with my Tokugawa, I can 50 signs with better setup.
I mean, Tokugawa gets 300 signs turn 60 every game. You don't have to do anything for it, just harbor campus free and easy.
I'm not free Call.
Wait.
I bet it's free and Kiev even more. And are you kidding me? Like, that's why my fucking
Wait.
cities are not growing, man.
What the fuck? Wait, yeah.
I'm not free
I mean,
Holy
You're-
shit, I'm at nationalism. I don't have whistle.
You're basically double the amount of science they have in total science acquired.
I have more signs than the whole team, maybe.
No, not the whole team. No.
Last time I played teamers, I had 500 signs turn 68.
I mean, good, yeah.
I mean, when you play other stuff, you have it as well, Sandro. Like,
No,
it's
no, Tokugawa only, dude.
No, like
Yes.
you played Egypt, you also had 400 signs and 60. It's like
No,
it's
no.
not. You did.
It was a god
you-
spawn, yeah, it was a god spawn, but Tokugawa spawn was
Come
really
on.
good.
Come on.
Like if this spawn, if I'm free sim, I think you can make better
I
setup.
think
I can make.
not good in teamers. I think so bad,
think
and
it's
like, and you
okay,
do
yeah.
nothing for the team. Like,
What do you mean?
mean,
We
he
just
killed
won.
the
How is it
player.
bad?
I mean, hello. Yes, you have a very good game, and your opponents like are maybe a bit slow. They went for industrialization, so for industry zone. So yes, it works, but I don't think it's that great of a strat like on Tokugawa.
I think it's great.
No, don't think so.
I think soon the Frenchies catch up and they pick it, so.
Yeah, I mean, okay, in 1 month we'll see.
I don't think
Tokugawa
so.
first ban.
Dude, you even pick
That proves
Egypt
it.
and Tokugawa. Like, what is this? Anti-combo.
What do you mean? If we
Good
spawn
thing
together,
we
we
didn't
just
spawn
remap.
next to each other.
We remap if we spawn together. That was the plan.
Okay.
Did you like my road, by the way, with Wonders?
Yeah, it's very good. I don't know. I like that you settled Osaka as well. We thought.
Where? So, I
With-
met
with
him.
the
I was
one
super
that's-
scared that there's like a scout or some shit, so I settled.
Yeah, I understand. It's
I
like,
was super scared.
and there was a
The
warrior
plan
that
was
could have
maze. The
stayed the
plan was
settler.
maze. The plan was maze.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still settler?
I mean, they could have, like, you settled on the coast instead, right? Your first city, and there was a warrior that if it went that way, he would have met your settler, and there was so it was, yeah.
I think it's fine, but I had to go builder first in Okayama. It was so shit.
Yeah, that's kind of sus. But why Lawless actually? Is it just you were gonna go for timing push all this time? And...
No, because it's the best building in the game, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Unless
really
you're
good.
like, unless you're like super free sim.
I mean, your housing's stuck in some cities now, right?
Where?
No?
Where?
I mean, I see some cities like 7 popping Gala.
Where? Bengala. I have 2 specialists in campus, of course it's blocked.
Ah, okay, see.
All of my cities are full pop on campus.
Guys, how do you play Egypt? I actually don't know.
I think like 1 or 2 swings actually next to Menanke and Oligam can really help if you like that low culture. But there's different opinions. I mean, there are different, like, some, like, I don't know, like, some people always build it, some people tell me it's not that good, but I think it's pretty worth it. Because you always have that problem of no culture, right? Because you build the wonder, then, which means you have to build settlers and not districts after that, because you spend 100 production on the wonder, and then you go Liang as well, so you don't have Moksha, so I think it's 3 culture on a tile that is already, like, good, right? And the farm at that point gives you only 1 food, or like 1 food, 1 prod with. So I think it's worth it, yeah. Like I saw Astikos always goes for it, or for example. Like
yes,
2 sphinxes.
It's much better to have the sphinxes. But you would need to rethink the Temenanki placement for better sphinxes.
Yeah, I placed it because I didn't want to go sphinx, but okay.
You need to fit 3 sphinxes around the Temenanki.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a lot of culture. It's like 3 culture per tile, which is like really good.
10 culture, it's early game, so important. You get feudal faster, plus you farm.
Sounds good. Yes, so my culture was very bad, I believe.
Like, look, you have games unboosted, and then if you declare the war and you have farms, you get feudal. You can get it like super early. With ancestral, it's super good. I don't think you go ancestral in Egypt. I think you go audience.
So what was the other Egypt? What was all the military then? Where did that come from?
What?
Wasn't that
Why
much?
did the other Egypt make like 250? It was 250. I swear to God.
Nah, it was 150.
It was 250. No, it was 250. It was definitely
150.
Very, very, very clear. 200s.
He didn't even defend the Mongolian traders. He just feasted on those Mongolian traders to Volen.
God bless.
You got some gold, huh?
Yeah, it looks like 3 or 4 of them. 5.
Yeah. I was actually expecting at some point Mongolia, because he made the road like that, to join forces with Egypt to attack Edfu. He coming from the south and Egypt from the east. But yeah, he went for the first one, for the fast, I guess, attack on Apu and Buto. Not bad, but those hills slowed everything down. It's hard to maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's kind of tough.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
Anyway, GG guys. Thanks for the cast, Michael.
With much pleasure, and have a good evening. Bonsoir.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, well, there we do have the opinion of both teams over here, DShark on one side and HOH on the other. We heard Sandro Games also have a bit of a pokey going on with Trinda. It seems like Trinda doesn't like Tokugawa. Not sure why not, but I do understand Sandro's point of view. He did get a win, and we did see the performance of the civilization right here. I do have to say a lot of the performance, it is due to Sandro Games being in control of it. He knows what to do with it. I do also want to say thank you so much for everything. Much appreciated for the follows, for the subscribes, for the gifts and everything. Also on Twitch and on YouTube. Much appreciated for everything. I do want to say, if you do enjoy the content, please leave it a like over there on the video. It does help me out so much with the algorithm, and of course getting that content to the ones that do want to see it. I also want to say, if you want to take a look at my schedule, I do have it usually displayed, actually not usually, all of the time displayed on my Discord. I do try to put as much as I can over here in the upcoming games channel, so we do have a clear picture of what's going on. I'm gonna try to get the game tomorrow if you do have one, but at the moment I don't know when and what teams are gonna fight. On Tuesday I cannot actually stream because one of my friends has a birthday and I do want to get over there and wish him happy birthday and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna need to spend that few hours of time over there. It is what it is. We're gonna catch up on Wednesday and in the other days. Thank you so much for everything. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and of course follow the channel. Let's see each other in the next streams. Keep on watching the announcements on YouTube, and of course if you do want to join my Discord to see the schedule, you can use !Discord in the chat of Twitch, or take a look at the YouTube description of the video below. You're gonna find the invite link. Have a good evening, everybody, and have some fun with some Civilization 6 content. Bye bye bye.